Was wine
I have no idea.
555
Milk.
plus
I
we
have
subbed for 2 months.
How you
Best
doing?
play
Hello?
of the week.
Oh, that's
Too
the
bad.
down one. Oh.
What are you allowed to play in?
I'm streaming the New York Times crossword.
Oh, let me.
So what's 41 across then?
41 across. Where the fuck's that? Oh yeah.
NY something.
Baseball rival of BOS.
That's
Well,
the
it's gonna
Boston
be
Red Sox.
NYC.
It's the New York Yankees.
Oh, Yankees.
So NY.
A?
Y?
Oh yeah, NYY would work.
So
Emily.
maybe it's
Smith.
Emily. Could be Eris. Emily's
one?
list.
M1
What's
_me
Eris,
0
right?
just resubbed for
Eris is
10
the
months.
Greek goddess of
Leo,
discord.
Yeah,
No, it's either
that is
Eros
that.
or Eris.
That is Eris. I think Eros. I'm not sure what Eros is actually. I think
And then we
Eros
have-
was. I
Can
think
you
Eros
scroll
was-
up?
just
There was one
resubbed
about a
for
writer.
38 months.
Scroll up.
Heo 38 months of good
I
stuff.
think that's one up here.
Writer Ephron. That's Nora Ephron.
Nora.
Yeah.
Fuck. That means
So what's
this
11
one's
down?
wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
you would think that
Something
would be
pal.
Pan Pal. Pan Pal. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Sure, why not? What's 8 across?
PayPal.
Catch
PayPal.
as-
PayPal. Not Pen Pal. PayPal.
Oh, you're a genius.
INHOUSES
Right,
hype.
PayPal.
18 across.
October birthstone Ruby.
Yeah, that makes sense.
8 across. Catch as
Catch
fly ball.
as fly ball.
Kendo Karate just resubbed for 49 months.
Well, normally that would be
Time for
snag.
the
You
GTI,
snag
the
a fly
in-houses.
So
That's
what
cool.
we thinking?
But what's 8 down?
Gay pal.
PayPal.
Layered build up in the Arctic.
Build up in the Arctic. Some of these have to be wrong. That's
Yeah,
NR.
I
But you're confident on Nora, right?
Nora Ephron, yeah, she's a
because
writer.
I feel like that the build up in the Arctic has got to be snow something. So
Yeah,
Is it
can't
really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Opal?
So maybe
So it's Pal
No.
Pal.
it is pal.
there's no. And then what would be October birthstone then?
So we're thinking opal, but then we have pal.
Pal. Okay, what's catch as fly? Okay, wait.
That
We'll
is.
figure that
this
one out
one.
later.
Oh,
Part of the
Gal
United Arab
Pal! It's
Emirates.
Gal Pal!
Arab.
It's like a Gal
And then
Pal.
we have
It's Snag. And
Snag
Nope
and
and
Arab
Arab
and
and
Nope.
Gal. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Wait, nope is wish.
Ah, whatever.
Right. Just don't question it. So this would be snow.
Snow. I don't know. Layered build up. Snow.
Layered
Line.
build up.
I don't know.
H. Snow something.
Snow line.
What's 22 across?
22
Dead
across.
even. All square.
Oh, that's good.
So snow. Oh, what's
California's big stra.
it's Big Sur. It's the Big Sur is what it is.
So then we can't be all square.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
this
especially
has
because
to be
20
an
down is Earls.
20 down is the
I think-
monogram
I
of the
think
Treasure
big-
Island
I
author.
think
So
it's
20
Big
down is
Sur.
correct. Earl
Yeah,
has
that is correct. Robert Louis Stevenson. Yeah.
Big Sur
They're
is
all-
SUR.
SU.
Yeah.
Something is not right here.
Okay.
Also, all
delete-
squared. Oh, what's
I'll
happening?
delete everything we don't know. So this we know is correct, right?
Yeah, that's
California's
Big Sur. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Wait, so 20
So
down.
what's 20 down is the monogram of the Treasure Island
yeah,
author,
that's
which,
the Robert Louis
RLS.
Stevenson.
That is Robert Louis Stevenson, yes.
So what's 27 across? Blank Rizzo, main role in Midnight Cowboy.
This is a TED question.
God, what was his name? It was like Ricky Rizzo or something like that.
Rhonda Rizzo.
Does fit, but I won't put it in yet.
Um,
French word in some bistro names.
oh, it's
Shay?
Ratso Rizzo. Ratso.
Rizzo.
Yeah.
So then we have Snow.
Ball.
I mean, you could try Shay for SHEZ. No, CHEZ.
For this one.
For bistro names, yeah. A lot of restaurants are called Shay
CH.
something. But I mean, I don't
EZ.
believe huge amount in it.
What's 30 down?
30 down. Globe coverer.
My underscore ream you just
That is
resubbed for
tough.
1
I think
month.
we're
That
removing
is tough.
Shay.
It should be Ozone.
Well, I still might be wrong.
44 across.
Sushi topper.
Oh, sushi topper.
37 across.
Not.
Game often played with a random number generator.
God.
Ugh.
We should do this more often. I'm loving this.
What's 48 across?
It's been so much fun.
What's 40 across? Oh, I didn't get the channel.
Small interval for grouping data to a coder. Small interval.
No idea.
3 letters. Small interval for grouping data to a coder. Bit?
And then this one is sushi topper.
I mean,
No.
do they have roe on top
Roe?
of sushi?
Is roe? Roe's a type of fish, right?
Yeah. They do put roe on there.
It's
ROE.
It's fish eggs.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Roe.
What was 37 across again? Sorry.
37 across is game often played with a
yeah.
random number generator.
What's 28 down then? Because that's going to be. I presume it's going to be the. Oh.
We're in game.
Is that cunting you?
It's still just about chugging along.
5 seconds remaining.
I don't know if the stream's still fine though.
My stream is
The
fine.
stream is
Yours
still
is
fine.
okay.
What's 28 down?
28 down.
Yeah. I presume it starts with the something.
Literary trio found in the answers to this puzzle starred clues. So we have Charlotte's Web, Emily's List. So the seems kind of right?
What's
10
6 down?
seconds remaining.
6 down is Shane, known for
5
its soft
seconds
prep.
remaining.
God, I don't know.
And then we always get 26 across.
Dirty
Isn't
bad.
blank bit like you and me?
Radiant
Beatles lyric.
team
Anyone know?
bad.
3 letters.
Isn't something a bit like you and me?
Llama_in_pajamas just resubbed for 11 months.
God,
How
I
can
don't
we
know.
know you are in your house without a
Not
cam?
Beatles main.
We can't have a cam when we're casting. You don't have a
seconds
cam
remaining.
when you're casting. You don't see the casters at TI
What's
10.
48?
5
48
seconds
across?
remaining.
Or it's 29
48
down?
across.
Either one.
This one.
Yeah.
Unwanted discovery in a refrigerator.
Head.
Head. Okay. What's
Yeah, no,
43
there's some
down
people
there?
who've
It
cut
fits!
up body parts.
Blank Wester hat.
Team bad.
Oh, Sou'wester?
Sou'wester?
Yeah.
How do you spell? Is that like S-O-U?
I think it's SOW.
Radiant
Sou'wester.
team
Sou'wester.
Like a. Isn't
Like
that
a
like a
south-
female?
it's like
Isn't
a
that like a
south-
female pig?
Yeah. But it's all one word. Sou'wester.
So then unwanted discovery beginning with O.
Odor. Remember, it's American.
Oh!
So
Yeah.
ODOR.
Yeah, potentially.
Odor.
I'm
Okay,
happy
49
with that one.
down. Heat off. Beginning with D. Drive?
10 seconds
Drive,
remaining.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So 52 across. Radish lookalike.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh.
Oh.
Dire team pick.
I'm not really good on my veg. 29 down.
29 down.
Affliction for those close to
Joey
graduation.
Peppers just resubbed for 9 months. T10.5 right here.
Yeah.
For those close to
10 seconds
graduation.
remaining.
Affliction for those close to graduation.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh.
And then 59, 50 to
SE
59,
something,
62,
something.
65. Those ones at the bottom right. Is he lagging out?
Sorry, what? I was messaging my friend. What's going on?
I see, okay.
Do you want me to type something? Sorry.
No, I was asking to 59, 62, 65.
59. 8 in
Oh.
Italian.
8.
52. Hijab, e.g.
Oh, 8 in Italian. I thought it was
8 in
ocho.
Italian.
No, that's
Spanish, I think.
Oh.
And then big name in petrol would
Esso.
be Esso, yeah.
62 across is
53
hijab.
down.
Hijab,
Veil.
he's veil.
Veil.
Yeah.
Veil. Didn't fucking type.
10
Alright,
seconds
53
remaining.
down.
Sport with
Sport with
mallet.
mallet.
Polo.
Polo.
Team ban.
And then, alright, what's the 8? Is Yoso in chat?
No, we're not using Yoso.
Oh,
Why
it's,
not?
someone says it's Otto.
Oh,
So that would be
drove, maybe,
drove.
Drove.
Yeah. Otto.
God, that
I'm
one's
still
gonna
back to
be
Radish
10
lookalike.
seconds.
It's gonna be
Radish
something like
lookalike.
Pip. Our Pip.
Dire
That's
team
52
ban.
across. Radish
52.
lookalike. Something WR something something. Oh, it's SOU. It's turnip. It's turnip. And 43 down is SOU.
Ah.
Radiant team
Cool.
ban.
Yeah, we bloody counted that there. So then
I
something.
underscore
Oh,
never
stream has
underscore
ended.
new
Oh, we gotta
just
talk
resubbed
about-
for
sorry.
7
Thanks,
months.
left the-
According
From
to
Plague is
Sainsbury's
gone.
delivery driver,
Okay.
a radish lookalike would be avocado.
Hello.
You've also
Sorry,
raged
I am
quit.
back. He's
Plague's
returned.
back.
All right. I don't think his computer can handle the crossword and Dota, so
10
let's
seconds
focus on the
remaining.
Dota. So.
Let's focus on the Dotes.
Also,
so the
your
Dotes so
audio
far,
quality's gone to
we've
poop.
had a
10
collapse
seconds
Magnus picker, and the lads pick Snaptide very meta.
Very meta.
Father Jonathan's Pizza is coming out swinging.
Mag Abba. The Mabadon.
Yeah, I mean,
Abbanus.
Abba was not a hero hugely picked up,
No.
and is usually picked up to counter something like Bane. or
I feel
Bat
like
Rider
people just
or
picked Legion
Mirana.
instead of
Radiant
Abba.
team ban.
Yeah,
Safe
well,
deal.
yeah. I think Abba does have his benefits over Legion. Potentially in like an IO lineup. But then again, Legion just does it. You're right. Legion just kind of does the same shit, except Legion can also lock people down.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I guess Legion without the shard that would be
5
pretty bad.
seconds
But with the
remaining.
shard, I mean, can't argue with that. They've banned Invoker because Wogan is in the first game, and they banned Storm, but there has been no ban on TA. And Wogan does play Void Spirit, which is very meta, as I'm sure you've been seeing in my Void Spirit games.
Yes. Yes, I have. 2 dominating performances from
seconds
PFlax
remaining.
today, by the way, in the pub dotes. Some stinkers.
Was I in one of those?
The Void performance was dominating.
Void performance is good, and then the performance afterwards or before with the
Terrorblade will go unspoken.
not so
of.
good. Yeah.
We will not speak of it. But I tell you what, I played Puck this morning, lads. I absolutely schooled some of these lads. It was
That is good. Your puck is actually quite good.
It's, for some reason, it is a hero I can just
10
about
seconds.
play.
I feel like you have a lot more games of Puck than I expect because I don't see like all the morning ones that you
Yeah.
put effort into. So you actually are like very good at casting all the spells.
I just love that, like, you always seem to be left behind on the meta of the builds on heroes. Like, you were building Aether Lens on Lena, and the shard and shit like that.
Yeah. So
And by the time you catch up with the current Lena build, it's gonna be
It's
back
gonna be
to
gone,
Aether
yeah.
Lens.
So my Puck game, I went 21, 3, and 17.
Judged
Which
me
is a
just
stellar
resubbed
score
for
for
14
PFlax.
months. Who post
I did
the in-house
90k hero damage. And in the end, I had Arcane Blink, which is amazing. And
Foxal
Octarine.
just resubbed for 3 months.
So I was
In
casting
Here's
spells all over the
Glad
place.
it's back,
Who had a
baby.
divine?
What's that?
Who had a divine? Bean.
Oh, we stole one off their Arc Warden got a divine.
Oh, he bought a divine.
Yeah, he
on
did,
Arc
yeah.
Warden. That's very useless.
Monkey King.
They had a Techies, which is the only reason we hadn't already won that game. Dragged it out.
Oh, their Magnus was called Moto Moto.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, someone was like, it's Ashwin's ult. We're doomed. But yeah,
10
God, there was
seconds remaining.
some nice plizzes.
So that is a Wogan Monkey King. He does like to play
5
Monkey King.
seconds remaining.
But the thing is Monkey King is the sort of pick that you want to play against, like a lane that you know you can win. And now they
Yeah.
can just play something like, I don't know, what would be good against Monkey, like Puck or something like that. OD would be kind of handy. But no one plays OD.
I used to play a
was-
lot of OD before they changed him up. They've changed him so much. They've reworked him so
They do
much.
seem to change him every patch. And this is what I was talking about. They change like Ricky and OD every patch. It's like 5,000 changes. Scrap the old abilities, bring the new ones. No one can understand the hero anymore. And then there's hero like Lion and Shadow Shaman and fucking Windrunner who are just the exact same hero and
Yeah.
have been forever.
I think the reason is that if you think about, like they obviously take their cue from the pro scene because everybody takes their builds from the pro scene. So if you imagine, like I was thinking about the differences between esports, especially Dota, and football, right? If you
Yeah.
think about how football has changed now, the way it's played now compared to the way it was played in the 50s or the 30s or whatever,
Yeah.
it's changed a huge amount.
Yeah, a lot.
But it's not like those changes are going to be worthless because of some new patch that they bring in. I mean, it's not like they're going to patch
10
football and
seconds
say, right, offside doesn't exist and there's 2 balls and there's no longer a
5
goal at
seconds
the end. It's
remaining.
off to one side. You know, it
And
would be-
Ronaldo's nerfed.
right.
We're gonna give him muscle atrophy and
Yeah.
you know, fucking who we gonna buff?
Yeah,
let's
we'll
buff.
buff Pogba.
Any players who
Buff-
score
buff
too highly
Pogba.
this season now have to wear weights for the next game.
Right. If you scored more than 10 goals last season, you're going to play with one boot. Stuff like that, right? It's going to change the game up. So
10 seconds
if you
remaining.
think about football,
Brilliant
the
team
changes
back.
that are made and the developments and the strategies they come up with, like the high press and all that being very popular, until someone figures out a way around that, that's football for like a decade. And prior to that, when the Dutch invented total football, that was football. And when the Italians perfected the
10
art of
seconds
defending,
remaining.
that was football. And it's like, you know, there are iterations,
5
but eventually
seconds
people
remaining.
figure out ways to beat whatever the meta is. Just like Dota. But unlike Dota, football doesn't change the rules as often. More, I'd say the athleticism of the players and the tactics and the training is what's changed more than the game itself. If you think about Dota, you're not just balancing 22 blokes on a pitch kicking a ball about, right? You're balancing over 100 heroes, 200 items, and you're trying to stop the puzzle breakers that are the pro players. I was talking to Aoi about this and saying that I feel like when I watch them play, they're not just playing
Matter,
for
you
fun.
just resubbed for 10 months.
To them, it's like
for
that
your-
crossword we were doing. To them, it's like, right, we need to figure out, because there is an ideal draft in every patch of Dota. There is the perfect
Radiant
draft
team picked.
and the perfect optimization, and you absolutely outlane your opponents. There is a solution to it. And I think the most interesting part about it to me is that in that draft, that is the captains trying to crack the puzzle of how do we win the game with the heroes that we know we want to play
10
and do what we want to do,
seconds
whilst also countering what they've got. And it's when you see it happen, it's amazing,
5
especially when they
seconds
just go
remaining.
bam, 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 and they pick. You just think, holy shit, they've actually cracked that puzzle. Like, it's perfect. So when it comes to balancing the game, heroes like OD, if he's not getting picked, I think the impetus is on Valve to make them pickable. And sometimes
I
the
know,
only way to
but
do that
it's
is
just
to
weird
change them.
that it's just weird that, you know, some heroes are like nerf mana cost or buff mana cost or nerf cooldown or
Right.
whatever, and then OD is just like scrap it all. Here's a new idea.
I think
Because
it's,
I mean,
OD
the
ever
thing
gonna
is,
be
the thing is with
playable?
OD is it's not like any of the iterations of OD were bad designs. They're all perfectly fun to play in
yeah.
their own rights. So it's just weird that they feel like they need to change it all the time. I'm not complaining. I kind of find it fun to.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
play
It
the
is
hero in
interesting
a
that
load of
some
ways.
heroes apparently need like total reworks.
Dire team
But I think it's because
Luna.
they're always like, if you think about the difference, like if you swapped Lion out for another hero, it would be a different game. What he does is different to what, say, Venge
Yeah.
does, or Lena, or any of the other heroes that you can play as a support with a stun and some nukes and stuff like that. He is a different hero. So if OD comes along and no one's picking him because there's another hero that does what he does but better, or you know, if the heroes get too similar, or their role is kind of, well, what do you do with him? I think they just always try and think, all right, what can we give him that will sort of make him viable? I also think what's interesting is when you see heroes come along, like Monkey King, who players figured out, you don't need to run him as a mid or a core. You can run him as a fucking 4 or even a 5. And it gives you that vision, it gives you that initiation. He's just a sneaky bastard. Perfect. And his ult is still annoying, even if he's underfarmed. You don't want to fight in it. So I think in some ways, they're always having to go, oh shit. They figured it out, a side of it that we'd never seen. They clearly didn't design Monkey to be a 4. Like, in no way is he designed as a 4. But when the pros figure out his utility as a 4, then you need to change him. So I wouldn't be surprised to see either Tree Jump massively nerfed, but then something else has to be buffed to make up for it. Because if he's not doing it as a carry right now, and you don't see him picked as a carry that often compared to, say, Luna, who's been picked quite a bit, she'll be in for a nerf maybe, or a slight... She hasn't changed much over the
I think
years.
the thing, I think you'll find a lot of the heroes that are really strong compared to the heroes that are weak. They just have really good talents. Like every
Yeah,
single
the
talent
talents are big.
is a huge buff, really good timing, and all of Luna's talents are great. Like Lucent Beam damage minus Lucent Beam cooldown, just like and the level 25 as well. It's just
Yeah.
great. Everything's great.
I mean, if you look at
Viking
Wraith
carries an
King,
interesting.
go on, Blake.
I was saying he's an interesting concept because he's only a carry if he can hit you 4 times first.
Yeah.
And then when he does that, he's the strongest carry in the game. No one can fight him if he managed to hit you 4 times. But the hard part is finding a way for him to just get hits 4 times on one hero.
Yeah.
And that's the tricky part of the carry. But anyways, what are you going to say?
I was just going to say, I mean, if you look at Wraith King as a prime example of a hero that they tried for the longest time to figure out how to buff this hero. And do you remember they had all kinds of like toggleable mortal strike or whatever, or there was like there's been a whole bunch of iterations of Wraith King. If you take his stun and his ult out of the equation, Vampiric Spirit and Mortal Strike have changed a lot. And they've been like, at one point he had that extra active and all the rest of it. There was all kinds of weird stuff they tried to do. Death Prophet, I don't feel like they've changed her as much, but then they added Spirit Siphon. What did she have before Spirit Siphon?
I have no idea. Holy shit.
It's weird, isn't it? It's
It was something to do with movement speed, wasn't it? Maybe?
Maybe.
No, that was Razor.
Witchcraft,
Oh my
says
God.
Bobble. But what did Witchcraft do?
Begins.
Cooldown reduction abilities. No, the silences. CD reduction. That sounds right.
Well, so as you leveled up Witchcraft, it was just a
You got
passive.
CDR. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It did have move speed on it as well, so I was partly right.
What mic are you on today, Plague?
I'm on my usual HyperX one. Does it sound more or less dogshit than normal?
Slightly more dog shit. I don't know. I think it's your internet connection more than anything else. Anyway,
Possibly.
we have a Wogan mid on the Monkey Kungan versus Death Prophet. That's Sir Reg. Then we have Nutkin on the Tide against Alfredo on the Luna. Papa Jack has got Abbott on the wrong side of him here. Vi might be in a little bit of danger. No, he's just going to get... Oh, this Tide is getting clonked. My goodness me. I wonder if the lads will extend further than they ought. So we got Nutkin Tide, and you got Jack on the Timber or Pudge. Vi Abaddon. Then we got Action Dan Magnus. Jacus on the Lion. Maya's carry, God help us. And LDC on the Grim. Did you see the clip of
Nuggetism just resubbed for 10
rejecting
months.
Maya's invitation to play Dota? I was amused by
I
it.
didn't, but that sounds very satisfying.
Like, if the invite pops up and he just goes, and then just closes it. It says no. Just closes
I
it.
did see the clip of Bean.
Dan
I think it was
dead.
Bean yelling about how the base is falling when you had
That was
tier
ridiculous.
4 left. That was so painful.
He literally said,
And
the throne is going down. My heart sank. I thought we put so much into this game, and now we're just going to get split pushed by the Arc Warden. That slow might make a difference. No, Jacus has
That gets
boots.
Normally.
Dan, how is Dan still level 1?
Oh, that was Frogo apparently. But what you did do, Bean, was BKB on Lycan, hit a mine once, and then stand on top of them for 4 more seconds and then die, which was a far funnier clip. So I wouldn't poke your head up too much, mate. Watching the Sips return to Dota, it really is rough.
I do not
coming
want to
back.
play with Sips, but I'm going to do it tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Daph's asked me to play with him and some of the other Yogs. And I mean, I'll play if it's just a goon game with the other Yogs lads, like Bale and Daph out of low pry again. Oh, here he comes, Dan, looking for the skewer. Jake is just not on the same page. Give him some clicks, boys. One more
I'll
click
give
from
anyway.
Dan.
Ooh.
Courier has been killed.
Oh, Maya's coming back in. Reg, Wogan just walking next to Reg while he's sucking him off. It's pretty impressive. They managed to kill Vi diving under tower there to kill the Pudge or Timber.
Pudge or Timber? Yeah, watching the Sips return to Dota, because he used to have a rank, it's just really sad because Dota's still like putting him against people who, with the rank he was previously.
What was he previously?
I think he was like Crusader,
Right.
and he's Herald at best right
Right.
now, and it's rough. So he might need some moral support, which I'm sure you're the best person in the world to provide.
I don't know. My issue with Sips is he gets so fucking angry with just the mechanics of the game that if you play the game at all, you can't be angry that like Drow has a silence, or that Lion has finger. Like, these are things that Sips gets infuriated about. He feels like all the heroes are wildly imbalanced because he doesn't know how to play, so they feel like they're all wildly imbalanced. You know what I mean? Like, that was the frustrating thing, was that he quite often just got unbelievably angry with basic Dota mechanics that have been the same for years. Fuck me! Like, you know, he just gets super cross, because I don't like angry Sips. You don't normally see angry Sips. Angry Flax, we're all used to that. Angry Sips is not something I'm familiar with, so it saddens me. Oh man, Fire is absolutely schooling this Fudge or Timber.
I mean, Luna versus Tide. Luna's one of the classic lane counters to Tide. And Abaddon just puts it over the edge, so even where you could maybe hassle her down with the minus armor stacking, Snapfire and Tide, she just can't. She's untouchable.
So why is she there? Is it because she's fast and she just keeps her distance and she can always up the range?
High enough range that she doesn't get hit by the splash, and high enough damage that being a ranged hero doesn't matter on CS.
Right.
Yeah.
She hits for 85 already.
Yeah, her auras. You don't even get a second point in Lucent Beam. You just max Lunar Blessing.
Yeah. I mean, look at that,
35
level 3,
damage bonus.
25
Great.
bonus damage at level 3. That's insane.
Speaking of someone who's probably mad at the way Dota is played at the moment, Captain Myers is on 7 CS as the carry rating.
Yeah, I know. He
compared
stinks.
to 23 CS of Magnus.
Sips was right. Oh, here we go. Whoa!
That was a bit of a short skewer, but it will secure a kill.
The man is dead.
Back off.
Wogan, despite being technically up in CS, is having to ferry out salves because
Yes,
he can't dodge the Death Prophet Q. So he's slightly below her in net worth, but he's doing pretty well in this lane.
I
And it's
assume
not
you
an
can
easy
dodge
lane
it
to
by
play.
just doing the...
Yeah, you can dodge with
Mischief.
Mischief. But it's a little bit hard because with Mischief, if you just dodge and then instantly leave again, you still get hit by it. So you need to
Right.
Mischief. Kind of sit there for half a second.
I think I was playing Puck against Jakiro, and I kept trying to dodge his dual breath, but it seems to have like several components to it. It's a very long spell. If you're
Yeah,
in
the first pick of it is the slow,
right,
which is normally when you press E on Puck,
right,
because you just see it coming. And then the second wave is the damage.
oh yeah.
So you have to wait for the second wave, and it's just fucking. I just level to like level 2 phase shift or
I
something.
just dodge the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been scared to do that because of the time that I fucking maxed phase shift, and Ashwin never lets me forget that.
You misclicked it, didn't you? And just for
I
fucking for the
well, I
penny
was
of
up
the
against a
pound.
quap, and I got 2 levels in it, and then I misclicked it and got another for no reason. There's a Lucent Beam here. Oh.
Yeah, this is just a pretty comprehensive outdrafting. for the
So,
moment.
have you seen the new emote, my head being patted by a big fat hand?
Yeah, I can see it.
Now, I don't know where it came from. I know who is responsible. It's
Yeah,
clearly
well, we all know
the
who's
work of a
responsible.
certain month. But how do you do this? Is it like the addition of 2 emotes together, or what? Or has he added a
I
new
think it's
one?
like, you know how people can put the fucking sunglasses.
Well, it's called Flax
Twitch
Pet,
integrated.
so it's clearly something that someone's made.
But yeah, everyone. I think a lot of channels have this little rubbing head thing.
Oh.
So it's like an asset you can just use.
Oh, it's an asset. The Magnus is having a great time here. Dan not given to denies though. I will say this. Look at the Luna. It's 35 and 21.
Oh, look at it. They're going for a kill. Oh, get
Play
it. What a
underscore
rotation
Sparrow
by
just
Jake.
resubbed for
Jake.
46 months.
Already?
I would love to play Puck in one of these in-house games. I really
This was
would.
over before it started.
I reckon when you get Owie and Jenkins to come in and cast, replacing us as you move on to higher things, you should let them cast you in one game as well. As you
Oh no.
school them in the in-house.
No, no.
Owie seemed like an absolutely great lad. Holy
He
shit.
is fucking hilarious.
What a fucking guy.
He's one of the driest lads. Like, he just has the most dry sense of humor. He's got this timing. I don't know if it's intentional, but
Wildred Screen
you'll ask him
Lemay
a
just
question and he
resubbed for
just
22
pauses.
months.
And you think he's just going to say something like, oh no, I don't know. But instead, he thinks and then has like a really, really clever thing to say. He's just a fucking smart lad, you know?
You're talking about Owie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Myers might live.
He is very measured.
He is.
Look at him.
Oh!
He's very quick
Oh.
with those phase booties. He's going phase route straight Radiance. I would not advise this.
The game is over, chumps. It is actually over.
So I haven't been hit, obviously. How is the mid lane gone? Is Wogan doing well?
Wogan has stomped him.
Absolutely fantastic, Wogan.
He's had to ferry out a lot of salves, but it's been worth it. He's
That's
really
good.
played well.
Here comes DP with a haste.
Wogan always is a fucking oscillates between me wanting to kill him and me wanting to send him
This is
to
a
like
disaster.
TI 11 qualifiers.
I assume they're just going to push tier 1. Here comes Wogan with a fat rotation. Yeah,
Yes,
baby!
Wogan.
Oh
Yes,
my god!
Wogan. Go, baby, go.
Oh, Fredo does need to beware.
He's got his slap in one. Go for Jet.
Oh my god! Game over! Call it! Call it!
Wogan's too good for the in-houses. Get him out.
Get him out.
Look at that. Spotted the rotation, came down there and got fucking job done. And he's
BM'd
just got...
afterwards as well.
He did. He's just got phase boots and a finished wand off that. He's a happy boy.
Yeah, it's interesting that after this TI where a lot of the talk was around about how strong and absolutely broken Helm of Iron Will is. The rating has only, I think someone's told him, go armlet, mate, just go fucking armlet.
Oh, Reg
They're right to tell him that. Just get Helm of Iron Will, you're unbeatable.
Unlucky. Reg is out of position. Oh, he's been distracted by the courier, Reg, you fool! For the sake of a courier kill, Reg, was it worth it? Goon! Goon Gaming, live here on the internet.
What do you think about the DP versus Monkey King matchup? Who should be winning that? I feel like DP should have a decent time of it.
I think it should be pretty much a wash, really, because it's like she can always farm with Crypt Swarm. He can lifesteal off waves if he needs to. Shouldn't be. I mean, I think it should be pretty good for her. He did need. I don't think the DP put enough pressure on him. The lad's often
Just absolute slaughter on the last hits. Holy shit!
Myers just catches up to Jake.
Oh, they're gonna get him.
Oh, the
RP!
RP, baby!
I don't.
the silence
He's still dead.
bubble.
Jake
That was
needed
such a
to
waste.
kill the little thingy.
That is not what Collapse would have done.
Collapse would nay have done that. Oh, here comes the Gauze. They get the Luna though.
Oh, this is a nice turnaround here
They
from.
didn't use Ravage for that. They should bring
No.
DP bot again with her ulti. Use Ravage to kill Luna again when she TP's back
This
in.
is the power of the old Max Scatterblast. Massive damage.
I love it. Oh, he's got some
If you
kind of
think about
special
it,
little
at
shredder.
level 4 with the plus 50%, that's what? 500-ish damage almost?
And they're going for it. Undying does have ult. Not Undying. Abaddon does have ult. He is undying because of this. If they can pop it now, that would be pretty handy when they want to go next. There we go.
There we go. Very nice. Right. Bot tower taken. Crypt. However, the exorcism was used.
Wogan going in top. On not a huge amount, but he might be able to chase down this Grim.
That's how every Wogan game
LDC.
is. We're so proud and happy of him, and then he leaves and loses.
Tie them
the tower
together,
and
LDC.
keeps
Tie them
nothing.
together. Oh. Yeah. A tree. Myers is in trouble here. He's carrying under his tier 1. Meanwhile, bot Luna.
He does not have a TP. He's stuck.
Jack. Probably needs to be a little.
Going in on the Grim. Nice.
Whoa,
Good plays.
God. TP coming in from
And now
DP.
Reg has just wasted his TP.
They should
What he's
just
actually done
leave.
is replaced LDC of uselessly standing under his tier 2.
Yep. Good job. Good job
I
there,
have
Reg.
bad news for everyone. He's switched back to Radiance on Myers.
Well, good news for Wogan's team, but...
This is shocking.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice
yeah!
finger.
Ravage.
maybe the Ravage on 2. Wogan
I
gets
think,
out because no one did
Wogan
any
can just
damage
hop
to
into
him.
the trees. He'll be fine.
Woo!
And away he goes.
Action Dan has the blink. Hold and toss will be available in 7 minutes' time.
Well,
And at that point we can go back to doing the crossword, because the game will be over.
the tricky part about American crosswords is, of course, you have to remember it's American spelling.
Yeah.
Oh, the gauzing! Myers has his ult. We're team.
Jacobs is here.
Tie them together, LDC.
Oh, LDC.
What a
Oh, LDC.
what a goonie.
Is under attack.
Oh, LDC. Here comes Nutkin.
They just have to run away from this monkey. He's so strong.
Phase boots, Wogan. You reprobate.
Now he's wasted his shit.
You never use them.
Yeah, it's. I just put him on.
That's
2.
an LVP for Wogan.
I put.
Oh, the
Dire's
easy game!
structures are fortified.
He thinks he's fucking Toronto, Tokyo.
I fucking hope he loses now.
Oh, please.
Now he says heart.
If you're gonna shit talk, don't double back.
Do you
Double
think
down.
Toronto Tokyo was putting little
Double
hearts in the chat?
down.
Vi
he
has
was
left
fucking-
the game. Look what you did.
Nutkin resumed. Alright, as per usual, Vi is disconnected.
Spelt milk. Do you guys feel like you're particularly clumsy? Because, like...
Sorry,
yeah,
what was
there
that word?
Clumsy.
I thought you said, do you guys want to completely clunky?
No.
What did you say?
Do you guys feel like you're particularly clumsy?
Oh, particularly clumsy. Sorry, you had a mouthful of food by the sounds of it. So
Yeah.
couldn't understand you. So I was actually talking about this the other day. I always have a vision of myself, like most people do, of being a non-clumsy, quite graceful person who glides around and achieves things with seemingly effortless panache. But as Mrs. F has pointed out to me, I'm covered in bruises at all times. And I'm always fucking knocking things over and I'm a clumsy twat. So I thought I wasn't clumsy, but now I've noticed I am actually particularly clumsy. I didn't realise this.
Now, there was a period in time when, like, you know, when me and my brother were in our teenage years, we were a little bit more clumsy than we are now. That if we were at a restaurant, at some point during that time sitting down at the table, some glass would be knocked over or cutlery on the floor or whatever.
But I give
Just
kids,
because
I
me,
give
my
kids
dad,
a
and my
fair
brother are
pass
clumsy
on
as
that.
hell.
But I give kids a fair pass on that. Because if you think about it, especially teenagers, you're growing at such a rate that your brain is not able to keep up with the new dimensions that you have to deal with, right? Like, so, little tip, Reg, if you stand next to the tower, the ghosts hit more, because otherwise I have to come back to you for a refresh.
This new emoji, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a good. So, I thought I wasn't clumsy, but it turns out I actually really, really am. But my daughter was really clumsy for a few years, but she grew a ridiculous amount in the space of like 2 or 3 years. She like shot up. So I was like, well, you're clumsy because you know your brain is getting used to these new dimensions. So I give that a pass. And then I think dads get pretty clumsy because you just get dad brain. In all honesty, it's a real thing. You just sort of get all foggy and you're just happy a lot of the time. So you just sort of open about.
I often find as well, if you're like very hand gestury when you're trying to make points on conversing, things often go poorly because, you know, you'll move your hand across and suddenly you swipe the glass off the table.
Yeah. Oh, hello! Whoa! Ravage into
Oh, here we go.
doors!
Here we go. Action Dan needs to get out, but he's already used skewer. I think he's skewered in.
He did. No, he blink skewered to start the fight against Wogan.
I see.
Step
And now
outside
Wogan
that.
is sort of wasted. Can they maybe get Nutkin here? They finger him. Please step. Vi is slightly in trouble. Got the ult going off. Myers is just hanging about. Go farm.
I'm going to be honest with you. The lack of usage of the Grimstroke ult is triggering.
Oh, they might get Wogan here.
They're going to get a couple.
Oh,
here,
this is
I
an
think.
absolute disaster.
Yes, Mena! Wow, comeback city. Switching to fantasy points. Oh no, it's broken again.
Oh, it's broken.
Oh, for fuck's sake. They fixed it for
They
one
turned
TI.
it on for TI.
That's
Oh,
bad.
big RP.
RP on
Into
nothing.
Nout!
You see all these cool fights they're trying to make happen with no Luna and no Monkey King? They need to not do that.
How do you miss an RP when there's 4 heroes about?
Good tips,
Oh,
good tips.
yeah!
Explain what's happening in this game.
What's Wogan waiting for? They just need their fucking BKBs. Stop with they not realise that the TI meta is just you go boots and BKB and you're an unkillable, unstoppable god of death.
So Bean says Myers had 50 CS at 17 minutes. That's an average of 2.9 CS per minute.
So it's 3 CS. And there are 8 creeps, approximately, for the first 10 minutes. Per minute.
3
So
CS.
He got 3 out of 8.
That's pretty abysmal.
And that's ignoring jungle camp and shit like that.
Which he's been relying upon heavily.
Yeah. I haven't seen any skeletons walking about yet. Maybe I'm not thinking about it. But...
He has 5 of them. Here's a stack. Pop your skellies. Uh-oh.
He let
Can you use the skellies?
still 6 now. Maybe 7 in a second. There we go.
He
He'll
wants
have
all
8
of them.
by the time he finishes this camp. So this is the time to pop it. If there was ever a time.
Wogan is running at things.
Big smash. Jack dead. Dan hasn't got RP for 32
Okay.
seconds. Here comes Red.
Oh,
There's
the
the
Ravage
Ravage!
on 2,
It's
3,
big!
I mean,
It's
4.
big! There's the paint, catches a couple. They've got the monkey all down. The Reg needs to be very careful here. He is doing
Red's
some damage,
dead.
but they managed to
Ultra
kill
kill.
him. They get
Get
5!
Ravage.
Wogan with an ultra! Give him the kill! Give him the kill, Jacus! Stun this man! Don't you dare finger him. Yes!
Hey!
Page number 2! Please, lads, cast your spells. Jacus shouts Rampage. Just in case we missed the massive flashing red letters on the screen. Wogan Page.
There's a sort of minor sausage in Radiant Triangle.
No doubt someone in chat will correct me, but I feel like the last time we saw Wogan Monkey King with Vi Abaddon, he was likewise absolutely carried
Just
in
Julie
team fights by
Jonah
Vi
just
and
resubbed
also got a
for 33
rampage.
months.
Wow.
My memory might be fuzzy there, but I think that's the case.
I don't remember any in-house games ever, so you
I'm
could
on the
you could
same
tell me
page.
there was a game where Wogan was playing techies and got a rampage, and I couldn't tell you if that was correct. or not.
Jacus, you melt. Yeah, that told him. I wonder if Myers is going to.
They want to go for them here.
Oh, fight! Oh,
I don't think the upping was really needed.
It was impressive though. It
Oh,
was,
points.
it was a 2-man. They're cock-a-hoop. They're feeling it. These lads are ready to fuck.
No Jones Mods just resubbed for 24 months.
You're a
Happy
big fan
2
of the
years.
cock-a-hoop phrase now.
Thanks
I
for the
love that.
entertainment here and on Triforce.
I did.
It sounds like something Slacks would say, and you'd go, "Fuck yeah, I'm using that."
I just think it's such a funny term. Cock-a-hoop. I want to use yes indeedly do, which was
That's
a
fun.
lyricalism. Yes indeedy do.
Diddly do.
I think it was indeedy, sadly, not indeedly. I've embellished unfairly.
Roche going down. You know, I've seen Alfredo do fuck all this game, but whatever.
He's not required to do
getting
anything. 'Cause
carried.
He's a carry player. All he has to do is hit creeps. Tell you what though, here's my hot take of the day. Double damage runes need to be removed from the game. I
I actually
every
agree
CI,
with you. I actually agree
every
with you.
TI, we see so many games that are just decided because of a double damage.
Or they stop spawning after 10 minutes or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
they're for the laning stage only. But even then, it's like, so you're telling me that because of a rune now, this fight is lost. That does seem a bit shitty. I think double damage runes being removed from the game would not be a bad thing. Replace them with something else. Alfredo just
Nothing
running
else
in
even
here.
Close to the power level of DD.
Right, but you don't. I mean, haste is strong. Regen is strong.
Optimist just
Arcane is
resubbed
strong.
for 12 months.
But not
Welcome
fight
back,
winning
Flax.
strong. Do you know
Hope
what I mean?
you had a
Yeah.
good time at the Eye.
You know, Arcane on the right here is pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not like you think, oh my god, Tiny has a double damage rune. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just fight over. They do not have...
I think the thing is DD definitely scales the best into late.
Yeah.
I mean, illusions are practically useless throughout most of the game.
The Gauss! The Ravage!
Oh, what a Ravage!
Huge 5-man Ravage!
Oh!
And they're gonna kill them all!
The biggest Ravage you've ever seen!
Knocking God! Myers needs to be careful, he's toggling it. They're gonna get Alfredo here as well. That's one life down. Holy shit!
What a Ravage!
That was perfect!
By Dendy.
It just reinforces the point that regardless of how strong you feel, if you don't have the hibbies, you are nothing in Dota. You are a non-entity. You really fucking build BKB.
That was an exceptional play from Nutkin. Has kept his team in the game.
This has really been a corker so far.
I also want to say, well done, Jack. He had the Gauss. The first Gauss was practically in the air as the Ravage landed. He knew what was coming.
Tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Reg?
So here's the bad news for Team Dire.
Reg?
Lucky to go on Reg.
Apart from the fact that Reg has been fed.
What
And so
that
was
was.
LDT potentially.
I don't know what that was either.
I don't know if Wogan ever uses his phase boots. Oh, there we go. He used them once.
To throw.
The bad news for Team Dire, apart from the fact that they've gone from something great to something terrible.
The miss.
The miss. How did that even miss?
I don't understand why they felt the need for Reg to... Like, it was clear they weren't going to get the tower. Because it's only 23 minutes in, people are still level 13, 14, 15. They're going to be back in 40 seconds or so. You want a great fight. Absolutely tip things back in your favor. Look at the difference. 90% win rate down to 77. So that was a 13% swing and a big gold swing. And then you've counted it again back up to 79. That's a 1% misplay.
Felavij
So
just
if we check
resubbed
out
for
Abaddon,
14
you'll see
months.
that the
Hello,
dream of a
everyone.
Ravage into killing everyone might soon be dead.
True.
600 gold away from Ags. And if Vi is smart enough to pop his ult, the second he gets hit by Ravage, just cast it.
Yeah.
No one on his team will die.
So does that activate borrowed time for everyone in an AoE?
No, it's whilst his borrowed time is active, whenever and any time Ali takes more than 500 damage, shoots a mist coil at them.
Good God.
When you get the 15 talent,
Yeah, the mist coil does
mist
an
coil
extra
heals
55.
305.
That is bonkers. That is bonkers.
For example, a spell like Gauze will have every single Gauze hit pretty much just be healed
Dire's
off.
bottom tower is under attack.
Now, speaking of double damage runes, what you shouldn't do as an Abaddon is take a double damage rune for no fucking reason and then wander around the jungle.
Well, he does want to finish his...
That's true, it's for
Nice.
farming, you're right.
Are
Alright,
they
are
thinking
they
of a
close to
smoke
the...
here? I think they are. They've got everything. I
Yeah,
think
and
the problem they've got is their initiation is not as good as their counter initiation. The counter initiation there was that they went on someone and in came Nutkin when everyone was grouped up. It's going to be much harder to initiate with a Tide Hunter than it is to counter initiate. Oh, they might
this
be
is
able
You're
to
gonna
get
find why,
by
but
here.
that is not the target you want to find.
Myers is
And
going for
Wogan needs
more.
to make his way over ASAP.
The paint
And Wogan
misses.
is the shrine here.
Here's Wogan.
Wogan's ready.
Myers is just fucking hanging his arse out.
Dire's top tower.
There's the skewer of the
There's the
Ravage, though.
Ravage.
Catches him. Here comes the Gauze. It's going to catch Alfredo out. He gets him. Myers is back. That's his second life. Vi has used borrowed time. He's just walking about. I don't know what Vi's doing. I think he's trying to debate them here. He's trying to go back into the monkey ult. Running back into the monkey ult. They can wait that out. Jacobs is going to try and run in there as
It's
well.
a 2-for-1, but all spells used. RP has not been used a lot this game. It's been used once
He's
on
been
two,
caught out
two
quite a
useless
bit.
kills.
You can one-shot Jack here, I'm pretty sure.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh my god! Keep going! Where you going, Wogan?
I don't know. Why is Nutkin on a cliff?
They
Let me
found
break this one up there.
Jake up there and killed him.
This has kind of been a high-skill game. I think we'll have to ban everyone here for Inhouse.
I mean, you say that, but what's happening to Radiant in these fights?
Well, I
They're
think Action Down definitely is not going to be banned.
I'll tell you what's happening, Plague. None of them have a BKB.
True. I also saw Action Dan skewer tied in. to his team,
Mm-hmm.
and unsurprisingly, Tide immediately ravaged
Yeah.
his entire team.
That's like when you hook a
So-
life stealer. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what though? Luna has finally gotten BKB by the end of this.
And Ember, not Ember. Well, I'm so fucking out of it. Monkey King
Monkey?
is
close.
very close. Ember, what the fuck? am I
That's
doing?
If
way
you
off.
compare the enemy team,
I
nowhere near
know.
that.
I just
Clumsy arms, clumsy brain.
yep. Clumsy mouth.
Wogan wants to die.
Logan's in.
This is the thing. He needs to get those 4 hits. No.
Why isn't LDC using his cunting ult? Use
up,
it, you
Raiden?
goon! Just ties people together. You could have killed Wogan there super easy. Goonery.
Oh, and there's the action dad. Just get what? How is no one dead?
Listen, LDC, mate, lead with your ult in these situations. You've got 2 enemy heroes in a big fight. Just fucking ult them. Then you silence them both. They're tied together. There's a moment where they're like panicked, running in opposite directions. Buys you a second or 2 from other people to get their spells off.
Nina gets
Lead
an
with the
illusion
ult.
room. Wogan is approximately 200-300 away.
Another
From
fuck up
the-
in that fight was Wogan had 3 stacks
And then
of
slapped. He does that
Jingu
quite often.
on the Tide Hunter, and he slapped to get the Jingu.
Yeah.
If you hit and then slap, you get a full heal. You'll be
Holy
100%
shit,
HP.
Wogan! Just get the BKB, mate. What is going on?
He's lost his
So they know
brain.
there's no Gauze and no Grimstroke ulti, so I guess they feel a bit more confident. But that last fight that didn't go really well, they weren't fighting Ravage or DP ults.
I just don't know why Wogan feels that he can jump in,
Joe
Sans BKB,
Bordarte
and start
just
the fight.
resubbed for
They've got a
60
fucking
months.
mag.
He
5
has a
years
lot
of
more
this.
faith than we do in Fight, I guess.
Like, you've got a Lion with Blink. Why isn't he starting these with a Blink stun? And then
True.
Action Dan comes in.
I think what people who are going to start picking Magnus in pubs will also find is that Team Spirit were really good with it because they had a lot of vision and their
Yeah,
wards are always really well placed.
Also, I'm not being funny, but they're really good at Dota. Most people are
True.
not. Like, they made
But
it
it
look
helps.
broken.
It helps to be a Magnus when you have a lot of vision and you can always
Yeah,
see,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
choose your targets.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to do the Blink Horn Toss combo when you're blind most of the time.
Oh, we had a miserable game today against a Witch Doctor. Or was it last night? It was last night. It was the Knicks. Got like 36 fucking sentries in this game. This lad was on it. I said it was insane. I mean, that's so much money.
What you got to do?
It was horrific.
Though I did see a really funny stat that Fnatic were the worst team in the international at dewarding.
Really?
Because on average it took them 6
Oh, I
to
saw,
7
yeah, I saw
centuries.
that.
That just made me laugh compared to PSG who took 3.
Yeah,
And if you think about how many centuries you put down which aren't for dewarding,
yeah, yeah.
3 centuries for dewarding is insane.
That is insane.
But you know what? Have you seen the conspiracy theories in the Chinese scene that
No.
started cropping up? So there's a post on Reddit about this, in Chinese forums. People are going through the, I'll talk about it, it's fine. They've got to catch on Luna. She has got a BKB.
Oh, the LP, but it's gonna get her. 65. There
late.
comes the Ravage and the Gauze as well. They're gonna blow them all up here. Oh, this is a disaster. Vi is
They
alive.
didn't fight without Wogan.
Wogan was not
they get
there.
punished for it. Alfredo
Woo,
has done
baby.
less than nothing this game.
Sorry, what's the conspiracy?
So, they've gone back through Team Spirit's games against people like VP, LGD, and Team Secret. And they think there's a lot of instances where the teams played suspiciously badly. And that one of Team Spirit's members' dad is a rich millionaire oligarch kind of guy.
Radiant's middle tower
So there's a combination of different ones. There's one saying
Wogan does not have a TP.
people have been threatened or paid into throwing against Team Spirit. And there's the one that thinks that LGD was match fixing. And that Zhao 8 bet against his team and then didn't ban Magnus in game 5. and
I
things
saw
like
the
that.
post. I saw the post where his wife leaked something, but it was like clearly faked. Or
Oh yeah,
something.
his wife leaked that he's cheated on her or something.
No,
It's
that he bet against them.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the leak was a betting slip, but the time on it was all wrong. Like it was bollocks. Loads of it was blurred out. I just think it's fantastic that a team can claim that being massively outplayed. Was I mean they even got the draft they wanted for the final game, and they lost. Now yesterday on the stream I watched, but Wogan just wants to die.
He has BKB, so he's not doing
There's
that
the
bad.
skewer.
Horn toss into the stun. Wogan, are you doing anything right now? Oh,
They're fighting.
my God.
He's fighting.
Young
They're gonna
lad.
get him.
Doesn't matter though. They've got BKBs, and the enemy team doesn't have ultis.
Woohoo!
Are they gonna go get Myers Mark II? They are.
That's ballsy.
That was ambitious.
It's just a minus 100 gold there.
But what a TP.
When you're standing on the tree, Wogan, if you're watching.
Like they're free, you goon.
They're
Always,
free now,
and there's loads of lads around you. Do the ult and then do the slap. Don't do the slap then the ult.
yeah, there's a post on Reddit which is the 28 or so different things that Chinese gamers have considered of their
That's
conspiracy.
hilarious.
But they
Number
refuse to
14
believe
is
they were
even
beaten
before group
fairly.
stage, Liquipedia had already edited Team Spirit as TI champion, modified when it was noticed.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They refused to believe that it was possible that the Chinese team was beaten.
Radiant's
Yeah.
top tower
So
is
we
under
watched.
I don't know
We watched back the final game because I was like,
Yeah.
I watched the secret game where they lost to Tiny Lycan, and we watched the version where the final where Spirit won. And Secret thought, okay, we'll take Wyvern because this is the response, right? We'll get the Wyvern, and if Tiny gets close, we'll use him to hold Tiny up and guarantee that Tiny will actually kill a teammate. So the difference was, the timings came online at pretty similar times. Tiny was kind of left alone, he didn't do much. I think he was 0-0-0 in the secret game before he just turned up and they won. And then I think
I thought Secret played the Tiny. No?
No, it was when LGD
in
lost.
It was when LGD played it
LGD
against
beat them with Tiny Lycan, right?
Lycan.
The Lycan Tiny played.
In a Secret LGD game.
Yeah.
Yes, upper
Oh, I
bracket
see.
finals.
Upper
I
bracket
thought we
final.
were talking about Secrets.
No. So when Secret tried to play it, it didn't work out. So that should tell you that Spirit have an understanding of how to play around it. And if you watch the game, obviously they did have Mag, which helped. But if you watch the secret game, Tiny was left completely alone
is under attack.
to farm everything he needed. Secret were not as quick, and they also you had like Yapsil was playing Wyvern. It's like he's a gameplay making player. Like that's what he does. And you got him on this counterplay Wyvern. It was just kind of, it just wasn't his hero, and they were super slow. LGD got everything they needed, and then literally one massive fight, and the game was basically over. It was brutal. Like, very little happened in that game, watching it back. It was literally Tiny farming, and then Tiny got likened up and ran in, they won 2 big fights, game over.
You know what I'm quite excited for? The next patch, where I'm going to scroll down to P, and we'll see Tiny has been removed from the game, and I'm just going to start atting
Oh, the hood toss! Dan's got him! But that's not the
super
skill he
clean
wanted!
initiation.
Oh, the
Oh!
ravage! But Dan gets his BKB off. So Reg managed to get his mules in the air. He doesn't have buyback. They've killed 3. These BKBs are doing
very
work. Myers is
strong.
just trying to fight. Wogan extremely strong. Alfredo double kill. Wogan is trying to get Jack manages to go scepter himself. This is looking brutal.
I don't think Action Dan has got these horn toss skewer combos. The thing is it literally does everything for you. Like, you don't have to do anything. Like, you horn toss them and then you just skewer back. That's it. You don't have to reposition. You horn toss, they're behind you, you skewer. I think Action Dan may be overcomplicating things a little bit.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
That's the bullshit thing about it. Think about Tusk's Ags.
Yeah. Oh,
You've
they're
gotta get
calling
behind
it.
them.
They've called it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. But Tusk's Ags, it costs more. You've got to get behind them and try and kick, which is actually a really hard thing to do.
Yeah.
It's not like Skier where you can just aim it.
Even playing what's happening in this game.
It's horn toss is so broken. Get it out.
It really is.
Yeah, Skier being interruptible was a big thing.
Phew.
But it's like one of those changes where it's just like play better, and then you can win.
MVP? I want to say Wogan. He went
Probably
16-2
Wogan. I mean, he got a
and 9.
rampage. I don't think there was anything else. I mean, was there any honourables? I mean, Nutkin should be an honourable, really.
He was not the gooniest of them.
I give Nutkin an honourable.
Honourable for Nutkin.
I think so too.
MVP Wogan.
I don't think there are any dishonourables either.
No, I think
obviously
Myers had quite well.
Myers had a pretty terrible lane. Everyone on Dire had pretty terrible lanes, but it's not like they did anything colossally wrong and so they just got outdrafted.
I mean, his GPM was 378, which is fucking abysmal. But it is Myers, so it's just fair enough, isn't it?
Right, boys, I'm booting the crossword back up.
I mean, Bob said Horn Toss was OP too. But no one listens to Bob because he's a fucking idiot. I mean, when you think about it in respect to other abilities that are similar, it just is out of this world.
What can even reposition the enemy heroes that much?
Yeah.
Hook, I guess? Which is a
Hook, but it's like
skill
shot and you can't just blink in and get out so cleanly.
Yeah.
It's not that weird to believe that some shady stuff happens sometimes with so much money involved and every team being sponsored. Serenity now, I think the problem is that the Chinese fans just cannot fathom that PSG LGD lost to Team Spirit. They just can't understand it. Now, unless the people that were rigged it for more money than those teams had a chance of winning, in which case, what's the point? I mean, it's not like people are going to move to Russia because Team Spirit won TI. Dota isn't even anywhere near the biggest esport around. Like, if you compare it to fucking Worlds or whatever, that's huge, right? The money in Dota is different. But the idea is that, you'd rig it for money and teams would say, yes, we will turn down $14 million extra in favor of whatever you're buying us off for. That's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. Team Spirit fucking played out of their minds. That's all there is to it. PSG LGD fucking choked. It happens. I mean, those first two games, it was in how much they got outplayed was ridiculous. Team Spirit were on it, and they had that nothing to lose attitude. PSG LGD fucking shit the bed, and just like teams often do, you're the favourite, and that puts so much pressure on you that they just couldn't handle it.
I mean, like Kamaya UK said, PSG went 15-1 in the groups, and the thing is that the thing about groups is it's like game after game. You build up momentum, whatever momentum you have, and you're just playing loads of Dotas over 4 days, and you get the dubs. And then you're in the upper bracket. You play a game, it's a break day. You play another game, a break day, another game, a break day. You just don't really get the same sort of momentum you get in the lower bracket. Also, like Team Spirit was like sometimes they had 2 games a day, just Kane and Dotes, and like one of the lads said on the interview, Yataro was just Kane and pubs after the Dotes as well. Yeah.
It was insane. Also, I honestly think if you play the lower bracket final, or that final to get to the final,
G_just
you
resubbed
just
for
played
10
a series
months.
of 3
Welcome
games.
back, sir. Always good to have more
and then you
grind
go into
dots
another
to watch.
series. You are fucking wired. And if you've just won, it's like you've just won, and you've got the chance to win again. You've got nothing to lose. You've won a game that earns you millions of dollars. You've just played a game of like a series of 3 games. You are absolutely flying, and you're all warmed up and ready to go. And the first 2 games, it looked like LGD were getting fucking stomped. Oh, I don't think I'm in the right channel.
I mean, I was really worried after game 4. That was not a good game for Spirit. Yeah. That was a fucking demolition. One of the biggest, I think, but just behind Secret OG Game 2, that was probably one of the biggest dub strings I saw at TV.
I've never seen someone pick Axe into Luna Undying.
Yeah, no, that's just
fine.
Just ridiculous. OG said Spirit were ripping everyone in scrims prior to TI. I just think it's a shame that you're taking people are saying, like, it's just bad losers. And, you know, your team came second again. They won a fucking shitload of money. I'm sure they're not too disappointed. I'm sure they're heartbroken they didn't win it this time. They probably thought this is their best chance. And they were the favourite going in. It's not always the case that the favourite wins. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Chinese fans are just so salty. They have to think it's a fucking conspiracy. Come on, lads. I am very happy that Spirit won. I do think OG winning TI8 was more hype because of what they'd had that year. Like, Spirit were like, you know, a team that obviously were incredibly talented that people weren't fancying. But it's, I mean, OG was like, this team is
I think the thing
out.
is, I mean, OG always had the potential to win stuff because, I mean, like they've won loads of stuff before, even if it was a slightly different roster.
Slightly.
I mean, Anna, No-Tail, Seb, Jerax were
No. Seb only came in after Brum.
Well, yeah, so 3 of those people had won like 2 majors. That's nothing to sniff at. I think people underestimated them. I think Spirit is still more of a surprising win.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like losing 2 players and going through open quals and being ranked rock bottom last, and everyone's saying, I mean, Seb hadn't played professionally in years. Thompson had never played an event before. Anna comes and goes. And then you have like No-Tail and Jerax. Don't get me wrong, godly players, but there's no way that you thought that they were going to be able to put together.
I didn't think they would win it, but did you think Spirit were going to win?
No, but they have had a steady roster for a while, right? Like, that's their team. So at the very least, they've had consistency, and they have been playing quite well. Apparently, they've been doing all right. I mean, it's not like they were like losing. I mean, OG were a disaster, and then lost 2 players, and then fucking won a TI. I think that was a bigger upset. I mean, the Spirit upset is insane, like that they won it. But I mean, OG went at TI8. Everybody had them ranked absolute rock bottom last. Did you guys see the meme? Let me see if I can find it.
Dire team pick.
Witch Doctor.
I will find it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Murderous Torsus is right. It was a better story, but Spirit were a bigger surprise.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
I'm really
remaining.
bad about Secret. I fucking love that team so much. I really wanted them to at least get to the final.
I think when you're a team like Secret, you're always going to have that target on your back, and it's going to be very hard.
So
very
the
hard.
copy paste was something like SEA brackets soon exit airport will be the second out after SA straight airport, and it was like the SA region is trying to speed run any percentage airport. Like the SA teams just crashed out of TI so spectacularly. It's actually kind of sad.
It's a shame as well because in the majors, like some of the teams made really good runs.
I honestly don't know what it is.
Like they did much better than some of the West Europe teams. It's just.
Did you see the copy pasta Munt made for you?
No.
I'll post it in your chat one sec.
Radiant team back.
Maybe I did.
There you go.
If PFlax has million number of fans, I am not one of them. Oh yeah. That means it's business as usual. Yeah. Someone posted that. Someone posted that in the TI the late game chat.
So fucking funny because it's normally the opposite. It's someone fawning.
Radiant
But of course, Munt takes it and says no. Dog shit.
Rub that head to give power to Ted. That's so funny.
What do you think it would feel like to be patted by a hand that big?
Terrifying. Andre the Giant is patting me on the head.
I don't even think that. Well, I mean, he's big, but he's not that big.
He's big.
Like that is the hand of
God.
I mean, if you think about how big your hand is on your head,
Yeah.
it
10
is like
seconds
that hand has
remaining.
got to be, 4 times bigger than, I guess,
Yeah.
in some
5
ways.
That's a big
remaining.
hand. People didn't like the airport thing. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
For who didn't like the airport stuff?
People in chat.
The airport thing was the antithesis.
I mean, to be honest, it's not really like that funny. It's just amusing to make fun of the teams that went out. I don't think the airport stuff is naturally pretty funny, but forcing the acronyms was, I do love all airport memes.
I just love
Especially when it's like the
I
one
chatted
with
to
the
Ashton about
phones.
this before. The Beast Coast one, where it's there's like the 4 villains from Spider-Man grinning stupidly as
Right.
the
Yeah.
NA and SA, the boys in the lower bracket, and then like a day later, the boys at the airport.
Just don't know what happened. Just
Dire team
colossal L's.
Disruptor.
I think Secret sort of had the right idea in following OG's strategy, which is to just not really be a team that anyone focuses
10
on throughout the year.
seconds remaining.
Like in the major,
That was their
Secret
plan.
Secret went out
Yeah.
in
5
the wild
seconds
card,
remaining.
and no one really gave a shit about Secret for at least that bit of time. And maybe that is the strat, just literally save strats for TI.
I mean, that was literally
And
Puppy
Secret
said.
really did look like they saved strats for TI
Yeah.
because some of the teams they beat, like it looked like they had prepped for that for a long time.
I mean,
Radiant
didn't
team
Puppy
hit.
say in an interview I think I can't remember, it might have been Dakota asked him or Slacks maybe, and they said, you've kind of looked kind of mediocre all year. Were you guys just like, why bother? And Puppy was like, well, yeah, kinda, because I mean, if you think about it, something had to change for Secret, right?
10
It's like they
seconds
had all
remaining.
these times where like they crushed it. They were like playing amazing Dota.
5 seconds
Which team are you
remaining.
going to study when you go to TI? Are you going to study Team Spirit or are you going to study Secret? You're going to study Secret. So there's no point showing off your best plays and playing out of your brain and then go to TI as a favourite. You should just play mediocre Dotes and fucking cane it when you get there. How many teams have gone there playing mediocre Dotes and done it? Look at fucking DC made a grand final, dude.
Yeah, it is really odd. Like we were talking about how patches are just such a weird thing that a team who could technically be, or ability-wise, be the best team in the world, but they get bad patch at TI and they're very mediocre.
Yeah.
And
I
vice
guess, like,
versa.
The problem is though, for all the teams that don't do well or don't win or even get far into the competition and don't go the full way, you have to walk away from that and say, is there another gear that we will find
Dire
next
team
time?
ban.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite hard if you've played together for a year. Do you get better than what you just did and it wasn't enough? And
Yeah.
some 18-year-old weebs from Russia just fucking waltzed past you?
Yeah, it's tough.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh,
I'm just going to pop the loo real quick.
5 seconds remaining.
This is again a very messy draft from one of the teams. Not
well,
from
they've got Bombington beat Axe, which is a thing to
Bond
be
v
said.
Axe it's not a good Axe game. It's not a
Dire
particularly
team
good
ban.
slot game. And yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of this draft, to be honest. One team has been watching TI and the other team has not. But maybe that's fine because, strats
10
are.
seconds remaining.
You own your own strats. If they work,
You
they
do.
work. If you play OD
You know what, though?
fucker and everyone else
seconds
trolls, then that is what is going to happen.
Pain is just the best support in the game. Anyone who does not pick
Bane
Pain,
is the best in the game. RTZ will almost certainly
Radiant
stay
team
on.
ban.
Honestly, RTZ is not great, but there's not a whole lot you can do if you're an EG, if you're like the org, because I mean, who are you going to really
10
replace him with?
seconds remaining.
maybe there's like some up and coming carry player, but it's difficult to take a risk like that. I mean, the EG org has probably made
They have tried that shit before, though, right? Didn't they poach Resolution for a while from DC? That didn't work.
When was that?
Was that not Crit? When Crit picked Wyvern a shit ton, was Resolution not on that team?
I thought OG got picked up.
10
Resolution.
Maybe it was
remaining.
Resolution.
I know he definitely
5
played for OG.
seconds
I
remaining.
don't recall him playing for EG.
Maybe I'm getting confused with someone else. No, it was VGJ Storm. You're right. I'm getting confused.
Is that Quincy before they were Quincy?
No, I'm talking about Resolution. I don't think it didn't say he was ever on EG.
I think you know it would be a good thing for the scene if you went and picked up a young new player, but it's a massive risk. And why would you take a massive risk when your org has maybe not at TI but throughout the year earned the most amount of money almost?
I think it's
10
interesting
seconds
because
remaining.
you should essentially go out and grab an unknown
5 seconds
in a
remaining.
way, because people haven't had a chance to study them, and a lot of these guys are unfettered by the attitudes that maybe you get if you've been playing Pro Dota for 5 or 6 years. Maybe it kind of becomes like a job, or maybe in a way you've had so many heartbreaks. Like, think about Artur. Think how many times Artur has crashed out of a TI.
Choose your hero.
It's every time. Right?
Every TI.
So
Every
that
TI.
has to get to you at some point, where it sets in as a fear of failure and sort of like, here we go again. And I don't think he's hungry to win so much as hungry not to lose. Whereas I think if you pick some lads up who are fucking shit hot at Dotes and utterly fucking fearless because they're 18 and chuck them in a team, you've got as good a chance as anybody.
Yeah, but
I mean, imagine the bracket these lads are pubbing at. I mean, if you're playing against pro players week in, week out, you're essentially a pro player level. You know, that's the kind of Dota you're playing. So why not chuck them in?
it's just interesting to think about, like, how many times has an organization picked up or trialed a player who like was really good in pubs, and it's just not worked compared to the times where it has worked.
I don't know.
Because you only really think about or remember the times where it's really worked, like Miracle, like Top.
Ju has just
like
resubbed
Anna.
for 43
But
months.
I don't know if that is like I assume that teams play with random players from time to time, especially after TI. Are they just playing pubs and they're like looking out for new talent, and then they'll bring them in for a few scrims and see how they do, sort of thing? Like, I don't know. I don't know which pub stars have fallen by the wayside. Anyway, we've got Hunter on the
Prepare for
Necro,
battle.
Deb of the Botel Boys on the Witch
Yeah,
Doctor.
Deb, we haven't seen about
I've
in a
not
while.
seen Deb in a while. Stobby on his patented clockwork. Bommy B on Axe, which is bold in this game, I would suggest. And Kieran on the Slark. Then, Zalapa on the Slardar. We got Notch, whatever, on the Bane. Sedwa, rocking a Disruptor. Hellboy on the Spectre. And Guther's Puck. I will be watching him closely.
This is a quick aside. Sheep has just tweeted out her I would like to be an analyst for the upcoming season's details. So that's a fat retweet if everyone
30
can.
seconds
Well, let's have a
to
look.
battle.
Because we want to support our fucking best girl.
I shall try.
Undefeated at TI Sheep Sticks, that is.
Interesting.
Need to rep all the Brits.
Hell yeah. UK Dota takeover. You know, we can't fucking play Dotes, but my god, can we cast it?
We have the best caster in the scene already. We're gonna need the best analyst, and then
Best
we're gonna
host.
need the best host. Yeah,
Battle begins.
PFlax.
He can only do it when he has a beer in front of him, though. If they ask him to do it abnormally, it doesn't work.
Best. What other role is there? Best camera operator. We'll get someone in to do that. Gregory, maybe.
What are you talking about, England?
Camera operator, you mean observer?
Observer. Yeah.
Is this in England we're talking about?
We're saying we're going to take over the UK scene with... invade, steal all the positions at tournaments, and next TI, just get a bunch of Reddit comments like, why are they inviting all these UK guys? Alright, both mid players missed.
Jenkins will be
CS.
shaken and quiet. Not quiet.
Quiet. They'll be
Shaken
fucking
and
quiet.
quiet. Why are you always quiet?
Oh my god! Stop being lying! Yeah. Yeah. Puck 2-0. Eats a tree. I'm orbing that. Yeah. Otherwise you don't get him, you see. Come
He
on.
is just missing a lot of these CS.
Yeah, it's tough.
And these creeps are all clicking him.
He's got one. Yeah, he's just lost half his health when he could have just orbed it. What's the
Wait,
mana for?
Isn't Hunter like very new?
Yep, Hunter's garbage.
Nice.
Knows to press Q though. Oh! Wow!
Wow! I feel like that's one of my like earliest Dota memories, is watching the parody video someone made of like,
LD.
it's like that bit of the cast, and then it just cuts to his keyboard and him just quietly pressing E.
Oh, God, you got to get these. Look, think about it this way, buddy. What's the point in mana if you're not getting any fucking creeps? You're not going to be able to use it for anything. Just cane it. It costs 80 mana. 80. And you would have guaranteed yourself quite a few more last hits. Oh! Slunk dead. Disruptor dead.
+1 permanent agi though.
+1, bitch. Clear stream snipe from Guthers there.
Absolutely.
Stobby going in on the Banya here. Oh! Oh! The Nightmare instant cast. This is actually going to be... This Bane pickup could be really annoying.
You can just... It's just actually so easy to dodge things with Bane Nightmare. Like, you think it's hard, but then you do it yourself, and the window of opportunity it gives you of invulnerability is so much bigger than you expect.
I was playing Axe the other day. I surprised people with the fact that you can dunk the courier, which is always... It's a waste of the ult, but it's only a 60-second cooldown, and if you don't
You know what
think
it is?
you're
It's
going
a
to get a
fucking...
kill...
It's a dominance
It is
play.
a dominance play. It's a Sigma male play. And I dunked the courier, and people are like, you can do that? I was like, fuck yeah.
Not for you.
Doing it every time.
This will be a big test for Hellboy here. He has a huge wave coming on the tower. How many of these can he get? He should be able to get most of them, but it'll depend on how kind the tower damage spread is. Oh, that's not good. This is why you need to move away from
That's
the
none.
tower while CSing.
1, 2,
Nice. That's pretty decent.
3,
Should we get this one as well?
3.
Oh,
out of 8, I think.
yeah.
I mean, he does have
That's a
Spectral
Myers
Dagger.
level. Myers level.
Oh, the
CS.
call! He does have Spectral
Impressive.
Dagger, I'm just saying. This is unfortunate. Stobby just tanking the tower here. I don't know what this dive was.
It did like 200 damage to him. Scared the
They're
shit
both
out of him.
absolutely fucked now. But Stobby just fairy firing in terror.
Where's Tommy T going? Bring him
Oh,
back to the
dead
wave,
taunted
buddy.
and the creeps went for it. Nice.
Go on, Cunter.
Haha.
Oh, look at it go.
He's got his boots. Yep, there we go. Swap them out. Oh,
Hey, Hunter not doing too bad on the CS.
Slot dead. Slot are dead.
Slanky dank.
Will make a ba-
So there used to be 2 regular Dota events in the UK. I-Series, but they dropped Dota. And Epic LAN, but they dropped Dota. It's a shame, because, to give you an example, Mind Control, one of his first LANs, was I-Series. I apparently cast the game, I don't remember it. Mind Control TI winner, playing in an I-Series. He drove all the way from Bulgaria.
That is
Wow.
disturbing. Should have known better. Should have known better.
And I said to him, why? He said, 2,000 euros is a lot of money. It's like, Damn, must be rough in Bulgaria.
Did they win?
Yeah, they fucking won.
Of course it did.
They crushed it.
Never know.
That spelled the end of the UK Dota scene.
Yeah.
Whoa!
All these
Kieran!
Bulgarians coming over here, taking our fucking prize money.
Gang.
He's just clicking a creeps, Alba.
And he's sent back to the mid lane. But Slaughter still does die. Jeez, Kieran and Slaughter just trading deaths.
I've got to say, Hunter,
plus
I
one
would
though,
buy
so it
mana
might work.
booties if I were you. If you're going to go for mech, you're not going to have the mana for fuck all. Oh, he's just getting no Sadus procs because he's not landing any fucking last hits. Hellboy chilling. This axe has out-leveled him. Oh, the call! With no creeps around. What is this, Bommy?
I mean, the things I'm noting from this late
Slot,
stage
get
is
him
Hellboy is
clobbering.
doing better in this lane.
Oh, the mid-air bash, but he was leaping. The flipping pulled him back. Here comes Deb Kieran going
Kieran's gonna
deep.
die again. Oh my god. So Seth was not even. Oh, he's gonna be very close.
He's dead. Oh!
The
He's
underscore
fine.
Nichols
30
just
hook.
resubbed for 23
Tango
months.
health
Die for
saved
some
him.
background laughs while writing the most dull lab report.
Sorry about your
Kieran has died 3 times on the trot in about
6 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah, in the four.
Well,
in
as
the
in he's
span
died-
of
he's
4
died
minutes.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So England would have been a thing, of course, but we got fucked, unfortunately, by a crook. It happens. I would run a new one, but it's very difficult to. It's very, very expensive to put together a LAN in the UK.
Let's make it happen.
Watching the Midas Mode diaries that Slacks put out behind the scenes of his trying to set that thing up
Oh my god.
just made me realise how little anyone should ever want to like run their own event,
It's so much work.
and not do it via an organisation. My god, the stress that man went through to run that.
You need serious bodies like to help you out. I couldn't do it by myself. I don't think. I mean, I tried, but it's just almost impossible. Here's a
That is a
tinfoil.
dead stop.
Is it now?
Is it though? They can't get in. It's a
Okay,
dead
well,
stop.
no, Stop just decided to feed. Fair. Fair. They do
Oh,
get the
the
call.
turn. Here's Hunter.
Yeah, this is ulti. They get anyone though? No.
That skull. It's going to
Here
clock
comes
Hellboy for a little
Deb.
bit.
No matter at all.
Whap.
I think if he
He's
ults
almost
him,
got his-
if he ults him and then Axe dunks him, maybe they get him.
Yeah, it'd be
It would be
very
close.
speculative
Yeah.
play though.
Dire's structures are fortified.
God, this game is bloody dull.
Slacks losing his hair is kind of reminds me of that bit in The Simpsons where Homer, when he finds out that
Yeah,
Marge is
he
pregnant,
finds out yeah, and then pregnant again.
just pulls
loses
his hair
out.
out. I can distinctly remember my mum jokingly telling my sister and I, when we pointed out that she had quite a few grey hairs, this is when she would have been turning up. Let me think.
Is under attack.
She would have been about my age. Christ. And we were like, we commented on her grey hairs, and she said, each one is a worry caused by you kids. And I burst into tears. So my sister felt awful. She was like, I'm only joking. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, Mum. Oh, all the Dota talents go in bold. It's wonderful to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loader's
Apart
full
from
on
Jenkins.
bold.
Apart from Jenkins.
Jenkins has hair, but he has to iron it.
Jenkins has other problems. Jenkins has other problems than going bald.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Kieran wants to die. No?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So,
So this is something interesting I noticed in PI. So I only saw this on Maposhka, who was arguably the highest skilled support player at that competition from his like immortal ranking. He only got 2 levels in Brain Sap, and then he would max Nightmare on Bane.
Kieran
I have no
looking
idea-
to die to creeps here.
Dire's middle tower is
Bommy
under
B looking to also perish. They're going to commit the... Oh, they don't have Puck Coil. He's alive.
Here, stop!
He's both of them.
Nothing to get him, but my god, that was ugly. Purulent.
The Bane also killed Slark.
Well, that's nothing new
Nothing
about
to
that.
write home
Kieran.
about. That's a 1 and 5
Dire's
slot.
bottom tower is under attack.
I do know that Kieran is on quite a few people's lists for crimes against Dota 2.
Is he on Shane's list? Is my question.
I have no idea. I think Shane's list only is Dark Loop. That's it.
And my
As in
god,
the-
it's a deserving
He made
list.
the list for Luke. So,
Deb is probably dead here.
where Deb?
Deb is about to get run up by a
Radiant's
slippery
bottom
dude.
tower is
Where's the
under
glimpse? There it
Oh, it's
is.
a safety. Deb with the total non-spell casting. You love to see it.
Okay,
He's
fine.
somehow alive.
Don't salve now, you fool! Oh my god, I thought he still had the fucking... I thought he still had the disruptor
zap.
Q on him.
Yeah.
I heard it going off. He timed it perfectly.
Deb is just better than you. Apart from the fact that he isn't.
So my biggest question is, if we did in England, where would it be? Because I tried to do one in London. Turns out, very expensive.
Let's do it in Wales. We'll have a Wales LAN.
Not
I mean, it doesn't
homemade,
need
just
to be
resubbed for
a
18
fancy
months.
place.
Hi
Just need some a fucking hall somewhere
999999999.
that's near transport that the lads can get to, so they can bloody. But it would also have to be BYOC in all likelihood. Deb, that is fucking ambitious. Why have you nightmare saved the slot? You nightmare saved the slot.
Glimpse back.
Looks like Kieran's dead again.
I'm gonna gamble.
I feel like we'll be saying that quite a lot this game.
Yeah. He is on 5 deaths. No, I'm on the wrong person.
6 deaths.
Like it needs
6
to be.
deaths.
It needs to be somewhere relatively central so people can get to it. It needs to be a venue that has really good internet, because we would have, you know, a load of people, hopefully, playing Dota.
Radiant's bottom tower
I mean, that was
is
the
under
biggest
attack.
issue with Ireland, was the internet
Dire's
and the
middle
electricity.
tower is under
So it needs to be able to cope with, like, let's say, conservative estimate, 100 PCs. I think we could probably sell twice that, but I reckon 100 is a decent bet. If we could find somebody that could handle 100 PCs... Why are the hook shots stopped? Right, but those places are very expensive. If you're talking about anything that has the words convention center in, it's out. Because they will cost a fucking packet. Like, hiring those would cost an absolute
Just
fortune.
fucking host it in Ali Pally, mate. Get it going.
Get Ali Pally, call the queen up, call her Madge. Why would you not? Oh no, you may as well get the...
Hunter
Oh.
dead.
You got to enjoy
Just get it in Wembley
Right,
Stadium.
agony.
Just let's get it going. Hire it out. Hire it out for the afternoon.
Hellboy? Oh, stop, broke the thing. Kieran dead again?
Yogg's Tower does not have the... You guys, I think you guys overrate how large Yogg's Tower is.
Ah! Oh. Yog Towers could fit about 3 people. Kieran? Kieran pig poles away. The call whiffs. Bobby B is farm, but he's got a fucking hood and a vanguard and no blink.
Is under attack.
Yeah, it really needs the blink. But he's kind of large.
Look at Hellboy is stuck here, by the way. Is able to spectral dagger to safety. The call on some creeps.
The next level play. The next level play.
Hector's really, like... Given how well Axe has done, Vexer did not come out of the laning stage too badly.
Another Simpsons reference, Ted, but what you need for the LAN is you need like that warehouse that Bart bought for $1. That's what we
The
want
one
to
where
have.
Millhouse was the
Night guard.
night guard.
Yeah.
Well, this is what it's come to. And he orders a coffee and a rat comes out of the machine. I'm going to say it. Dyer have won the game.
Yeah, I think that's a fairly
fair.
easy prediction to make. But, should we be wrong, that would be an incredibly powerful caster's curse.
But I think you've kicked your caster's curse, Plague.
Dire's bottom tower is
I think
under
maybe it's finally gone away.
I don't know, I made some bold predictions at TI. Whilst, what I say is that I'm one of the few people willing to make good predictions early on, rather than waiting until there's a 40k lead and then saying, I think these lads might have it. Some of them did look bad in hindsight.
I for one just call it as soon as one fight goes poorly.
There's no time for all this jibber jabber.
You know, I did a few years ago, I had a
Radiant's
meeting
middle tower is under
with
attack.
the office of digital something or others in the UK, and I had to go in to the portcullis house or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and then there was like a thing next to it which had all the offices in, and it was the Department for Digital and Culture or something like that, and they knew nothing about esports, and they were getting a whole bunch of people that were English and knew about esports in to talk about it because they have no fucking clue. Like, they literally have no idea. I mean, these people are civil servants. You know, esports is not high on their registry of things that they're interested in or know about. They know about government. So when something comes along and they're like, oh, this is a new thing. And there was this lad who was working there who was a Dota fan and had been to a, I think he'd been to a TI. I'd seen him at a TI.
Dire's top tower
He chatted
is
to me
under
because obviously he
attack.
was from the English government, the British government. I was like, yeah, sure, let's chat. And he was a really interesting guy. And he was like, would you come in? And I actually happened to know the lad who was like the assistant to the MP for that stuff. He's married to a friend of mine. And I went in for this meeting, and the questions they asked were the same questions my kids ask about esports. That's how out of touch they are. And they were like, what can the British government do to help esports in this country? And I said, one of the things I think you guys could do is have a special visa for esports people. And they were like, interesting. I was like, because one of the biggest problems is getting players into the country for a tournament is a big bind for a lot of organizations. They were like, huh, interesting. I don't know if they've done anything about it. And the other one was, I was like, do you know how hard it is for organizers to get a venue that has internet and has like the power needs? If you had some kind of fucking money that you could put into helping companies build these things. Oh, they're gonna find Hunter here. Hunter just walk into his
Hunter
dead.
dead.
Grip take
Grip
dead.
you dead.
Grip not needed, but grip used.
Le grip,
Le grip, c'est not nécessaire, ce n'est pas nécessaire. Mais,
Come to us.
so usé, regardless. And it would be so sick
Oh.
if they had some kind of a
well.
center.
Oh no.
I saw like there's the Red Bull one now, isn't there?
Right, but that's private. So my point is,
It's
if
private,
the
yeah, of course.
government wanted to help, they should have stuff like that is like they partially funded or whatever, and some of it has to be given over to grassroots stuff. That's how you encourage grassroots stuff in
Yeah,
esports.
I mean, think of any shit like tennis courts. How many fucking tennis courts do we have?
Right, exactly. And how many of those are paid for with public money? Fucking all of them. The one near me, 100% is right there. There, TP and Bot, Hellboy. I've been
Hellboy
maledicted,
Inferno?
but he is fine.
Why they don't want to go for it? Well, they smoked up with 2.
They Kieran absolutely fucked Stobby over and just stood in front of him when he tried the hook shot, and then the kill was lost.
Good old Storm.
So Guthers has gone for the dual null blink traps, which I don't like.
I'm not a big fan of that. There's not enough damage.
I
They
mean,
normally have the Witchblade on top
Witchblade
of it.
is super pog. Like, the number of kills I've got thanks to Witchblade is nuts, because it's a dot, it's a slow, and it's fucking obnoxious. Look what Witchblade does. Let me just look this up for you idiots. I always type with blade. Apply poison, slowing by 25%, and dealing 0.75 times your intelligence as damage every second. And it has True Strike. That
Not only that,
is
it
nuts.
gives you bonus attack
armor,
speed and
attack
intelligence.
speed, intelligence, perfection.
And Bobby B is in trouble again, but his team could definitely help here. Here's the big hook! Hunter's in the way! Hunter has eaten the hook. Go stop! Oh dear.
Poor you.
Wait, why is Bobby so low?
Oh, this is so bad!
Just call it,
this
lads.
is
Just
so
fucking
bad.
call it. Oh my god.
Good God Almighty.
What a mess.
Still
indeed, what a mess.
somehow only a 3k gold lead.
I know, it's
That's due
because
to
the
the
lads
power
can't
of Bobby
farm.
B hitting creeps.
Kieran has still not finished an item
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
other than Echo
He's got,
Saber.
he's got Shadow Blade. He's gonna finish the silver wedge
That's
thing.
enough to get a decent fight going. This actually, unironically, their charm.
Radiant's middle tower
Shadowblade, they have all of their ults up, and they don't have horns on the enemy team. And they're all really low. Oh, come on, boys. You missed this opportunity.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And the
Oh! Yes!
Was eine Kohle! Was eine Kohle!
Oh my God! Mahusive!
Still red shit. Just get a goddamn BKB on slot. Please. Just buy BKBs.
Blade mail?
And then
Oh, that's Axe. Okay, whew.
buy a refresher to buy another BKB.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. Big swing. It's only actually a 14% advantage in favor of Dire. Well, 28%, 36 to 64, so.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, look at that spike up, that is
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh, Starbie! You can pounce over that, Kieran, I believe, so.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Big
Yep,
call.
and the call on one!
But... Oh,
They've got in the back.
The crush, the dream
The
coil,
initiation.
catches two. Hunter needs to
Hunter's
use
just
a
walking
spell.
about.
Needs to use a spell here. Kieran's gone in. Yes,
Oh.
Hunter! The comeback is on.
The game is over. You cursed him, them. All of them. This is your doing.
Oh, the call from
Well, they
Bobby!
catch the Hellboy as well. Oh my god,
Kieran, my god, man.
I'm kind of bad.
Oh, Bommy.
Dire's
I don't know about this, lads. I don't know about this. There's the leash.
Radiant's top tower.
Good Shadowblade hit at
Oh
least,
my
but I don't
god,
think-
look out.
Yeah.
Well,
Dire's structures.
Puck not there for that fight.
I mean, look how much fucking comeback there is in Dota 2.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They
They're
are now
ahead on XP.
ahead on golden
Radiant's top
XP.
tower is
That's
under
just
attack.
ridiculous. They won one fight and a half fight.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You put in all that work, but if you're not doing enough behind the scenes, tough shit.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's how the
There's a
brown
nightmare.
bakes.
Hard to grip.
What is going
Oui,
on?
le grip. Le grip. Le grip. C'est magnifique. Hunter son glips. Elish sont morts. Why were they still there? There was only two of them there.
More.
Oh.
Aggressively bad. Once again, you know what? They just felt bad for Dire because they're like, you know what, lads, you guys shouldn't be losing this game. You fed us when you pushed our tier 2 for no
Dire's
reason.
middle
We'll just
tower is
we'll just
under
slip you one back.
I just don't understand when everyone else has left. Leave. Like when I'm that deep, I want to get the fuck out as fast as possible. I don't want to hang about.
Dire's
The lads love to hang
is
about.
under attack.
And frankly, I'm looking for any opportunities to leave my team at any point
Yes!
in time.
I'm like, when can I go?
Fuck you, lads. This is ruining my XP efficiency.
This is such a bad Slardar game. Holy shit.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, I
is
thought
under
you were
attack.
complaining about how bad of an axe game it was earlier. You've switched now. Slardar's the problem.
No, I mean they're both pretty bad games, but I mean this Slardar
Well,
is
he's
now
going for what is
an Echo Cabra.
how did none of them learn the only lesson that this TI needs to teach him, which is the only
BKB.
item that matters in Dota 2 is fucking BKB. No other item you build matters if you don't have a BKB. And
He's right.
none of them are doing it. Oh, it's so aggravating. They've got the Silver Edge now, though, on Slark, so they'll have a bit more damage on Spectre. But even in that case, he's really going to start the fight by hitting Spectre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Can they find
Spectre
his
really
puck?
isn't that farmed. This is a damn shame.
Has less last hits than Kieran somehow.
To
Switching
have all
to
that
net worth.
space.
It's third on net worth behind Axe. Oh! Olay, Gubbers.
Thing is, like, when you see prospectors playing, their team is like going around as a unit. 4 lads, find a kill, Spectre gets the kill.
Yeah.
Repeat. Just over and over. But there's been like one smoke this game, and I think it actually might have led to their doom instead of their success.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I feel
He's also
like,
farming things
in
though,
a way,
right?
if you look at Haunt, every time Haunt is up, you should be hunting for a
Dire's
kill
bottom
and feeding it
tower
to your
is
spec.
under
That's a
attack.
really good way of looking at it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures.
I mean, that's the thing with Shadow Step is now you don't even have to wait for Horde.
Right.
You can literally just
Snipe.
kill anything all the time.
And you get to jump back if you judge it wrong. How
Right.
stupid is that?
It's such a shit spell. I fucking hate it.
Has fallen.
Bommy B, D.
Like
Behind the
I
tier two.
honestly feel really bad for supports at TI in this patch because there were so many heroes where like they're like Spectre.
Oh,
where
big
they-
fight here. Hold on, Ashman. They've got the grip on Axe. Kieran, though, going in.
Oh,
he gets
the
silenced.
silence
He
and the
just had to click him.
glimmer.
He's invis as well. The glimmer. Kieran could be in big trouble. He's popped his ult. Oh, the cogs have fucked him. Stop! No! Can he kill Zalapa? They do get Zalapa. Kieran go in trouble. Shadowblade is up. Silver Edge is up, sorry. Could use it and maybe even turn on Guthers. He's used it. There's Hellboy's going to run away from him. The dust does catch him.
Can they get the glimpse?
He's very
They
quick.
will.
3 for 1. Hunter not present. Their sustain was not there.
Noob. His build is very lame as well. Yeah, Necro is not a very fun hero. He's made it even less fun.
I love him.
Just walk about.
Yeah, but your ult is so satisfying.
But I feel
His
immense
massive
amounts of frustration
scythe.
that they always seem like right on the edge of my cast range at all times.
Get a blink or an ether lens, noob.
I did actually
True.
have a blink in that game that I played.
I mean, this is a particularly stolid build.
Yeah, he's really not going for cool plays, is he? He will just hopefully survive a disruptor ult, I guess is his plan.
And then press Q and L.
And then press Q.
I mean, yeah, Hunter has
This-
1400 HP at level 15. Spectre has 2500. He has as much HP as a Bane, and he's their mid. That's not a great look.
Radiant are scanning.
What is a good look though? Spectre is now ahead of Axe and Slark, so he's caught
He
up.
did it.
He's ready to bloody Spectre them now.
They
If
spotted
he gets a
Kieran.
Guardi, and then an Abyssal, the game will be over.
Dire's middle tower is under
Is
attack.
-1 second Dark
Radiant's
Pact
bottom
cooldown
tower
better
is under
than
attack.
+8 agility?
Radiant structures
Yeah,
I
are
have no
fortified.
fucking clue.
Because it's what you used to farm, so having it on lower
Right,
cooldown
right,
means you farm faster. So they
Oh,
changed
big
all
call!
the farm.
Catches too, but he's going to get glimpsed. The bomb goes on the Maledict.
Oh,
Dead
oh.
with the ult.
oh,
It's way off.
oh. Who's dead? Seth was
It
dead.
gets to 7. There goes the
Oh,
hook
the
shot.
hook!
But the grip is going to cancel it. It whiffed. Hellboy escapes.
creep.
Le sleep. Hunter.
Ah, the Bongo! It's traveling
It's
across
going
the
through
map.
time and space.
Dire's middle
Who
tower
in
Is it
the
gonna cause
bongo?
him to get stun locked in base?
He's got
They're
him!
gonna be-
Bomby B in trouble.
They're trying to jump Bomby B, who's dived. In comes Slippery Dude.
Why is Bomby B there?
Don't know, dude. Because they're terrible.
Oh, I know why he's there. He got glimpsed back at the start of the fight, so he ends up on the other side of the map and was just farming.
Right.
What a fucking doofus. I mean, with that feed, the advantage goes back to Dire. But that was a good fight for Radiant.
Yeah. Net worth still up for Radiant, but net worth doesn't mean shit.
They might find Le Stob. Le Stob!
He is, as you say, tanking Le Gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, Kieran. That's a good team.
As they say in France,
You
Donkey Longonk.
Donkey Logonke. Je donk le gonk. Of course he has donk le gonk. It is perfectly normal. I will say this, BKB in this game, you got Slardar and Bane. They don't give a hoot. Also, Sazeth was going for an Ags. Oh, okay.
Nope, he's just sent 3 illusions on Deb and has almost that's killed him. Yeah, he's actually
He ulted. He had to ult to
He was
live.
just-
Oh no, he just voodoo switched.
switcherooed.
If only he turned on his heel or ate a tango. How is Deb only level 12 at
Dire
31
are
minutes?
scanning. Radiant's
The-
bottom
It's a
lads.
rough Witch Doctor game.
It is, but still, that's pretty low.
I'm surprised Witch Doctor didn't end up on the
Radiant's
not
bottom
picked and not
tower
banned
is
list.
under
He
attack.
Was he picked?
He must. I don't think he's on the
Dire's
list,
middle
is he?
tower is under attack.
Oh my
Someone from
god.
chat can confirm, but I think he was picked.
I think he is at the very least a good Tide. You can hear against Tide, so he might have been picked for that.
Oh, my
Puppy
poor
used to
fucking
play a lot of
LD. Unpicked, unbanned.
Unpicked.
What a dumb hero. You're dumb playing.
I am done.
Was Meepo picked or banned? I don't
No,
know.
Meepo's even worse than Lone Druid.
Axe in trouble! He's danced
The
an
illusion.
illusion or whatever that was.
Done something.
Short-lived creature.
Was a
Hellboy's kind of in. Hellboy's just AFK or something. I don't know what's happening. Zalapa's blinked in the cogs.
Roche?
Just
That's
go
why
do
how-
Roche, lads.
This game feels like from the kill score. This game feels done and dusted with.
They prize
The net worth is still less than 1k advantage.
Yeah.
How bad are these
They
boys?
just
at
don't hit
clicking
creeps.
Dire's top tower.
I mean, they've
is
even
under
got boots of travels and shit to
I mean,
help
look,
farm.
Axe has only 2k less farm than Spectre.
Yeah. He was also unpicked and unbanned.
Who?
Someone was asking about it in chat, but that's only because everyone and their mum just built BKB. So what's an OD supposed to do?
Win.
Build his own BKB and be sad.
TI10 sees 104 heroes picked in the first 3 days. First 2 days. So, which 4 heroes do you think were the most picked in the group stages? First 2 days.
Shaker?
Huh?
Shaker?
Nope.
Ember Spirit.
Nope.
First 2 days?
First 2 days. of groups.
Invoker.
Nope.
Elder Titan.
Nope.
Bane.
Nope.
The fuck? Monkey King.
Nope.
Tiny.
Nope.
Tide Hunter.
What?
Tide Hunter.
Yes,
Mars?
I win.
Mars. Nope.
Fucking hell, they're just gonna blow up the Slardar.
Slardar dead. And they're just gonna ult the fucking puck.
I don't know what that was.
The Ghost Scepter from Deb. That's
Oh,
gonna buy him
he's
some
blinked into
time.
Kieran. What are you doing?
Bomby B just chilling. They've got Puck and Slardar. Can they get to 7?
Left out. Notches out.
Alright, so you got Tide Hunter. There are 3 more. First 2 days, top 4. Oh, hold on a sec. Did you say Earthshaker?
Yes.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, Earthshaker was one of them.
Oh, nice. What was like the support? Snapfire?
Yeah.
Someone in chat said Tide Lion Snap Lichen.
Nope.
Lycan was not that popular.
He was picked 18 times in the first 2 days. So going from the bottom of the list with a total of 16, and the most picked was tied with 29 picks. The number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12 on the list was Monkey, then Mars, then Lycan, then Lena, Disruptor, Weaver, Elder Titan, Storm, Tiny, then the missing hero, then Earthshaker, Snap, Tide. So what is that missing hero?
Agnes?
No.
Fuck.
Dire's top tower.
There was a
Said
clue.
Luna was on the list.
Tiny and which hero has traditionally complemented Tiny? Io!
Oh, of course.
Well, that was a huge fight for Radiant, and has now.
Look cool!
Network.
He's gone in on the Disruptor. 4 staff out.
Come on, Kieran, don't be a pussy. You got BKB now. You could have gone in on that.
Salap's looking at this dock. He wants the dock.
Help? What is Hellboy doing? What is
Dock
Hellboy
down.
doing?
Dock. Not dock.
Stop it!
I mean, he does have Aegis on Hellboy, so he doesn't really give a shit. And Hunter's now in a bit of trouble.
Oh, that's a nice crush.
The
Into a
Disruptor roll is
lovely
huge.
Disruptor roll.
But unfortunately, BKBs have come out.
Kieran's starting to do some serious work here. Hunter
That was
ulted
a
and crit!
necro on an illusion.
Or an illusion! Stick! You stick! There's the call!
Drop your stick. Alright, this Slark has just been kited so hard. Okay, he's gonna kill us.
Oh my god.
Stop died.
So if we go back to the start of this team fight,
Mommy B has gone awfully deep here.
I think they need to run away from Kieran. I
Hellboy's
think
in
Kieran's
trouble.
just gonna kill Kieran. What?
Whoa!
He got owned.
Oh, yeah, no matter. Yeah, that might just be game.
So at the start of that fight, Stobby cogs hit Kieran out from hitting Spectre,
Yeah.
which meant Spectre's team had enough time to catch up to him. They just have no damage. You know why? Because this puck has a Lincoln's and an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah. Let me be honest with you. I think Stobby doesn't realise that he only has to click the cogs once and they die. That's all he had to do. Also,
Oh, the creep!
what on earth is Kieran doing? What are you doing? Oh my god! What is with the lads and overstaying their welcome? Just unbelievable. Everybody's left. No one said to him, Kieran, get the fuck out. He's like, no, I'm just going to tickle the tier 3. For what? That was such a good fight, and they just cunted the end of it. Now he's dead for over a minute. Ludicrous.
Said to his team right afterwards, weren't you guys with me?
Where were you? He Gibsoned
Which is
it.
what everyone who was just...
Gibsoned it.
It's because
Classic
it's just
Gibsoning.
like, yeah, I wasn't there, but you know I wasn't there.
Yeah, you can
have
look,
eyes.
and you're alone. 3 of your team died. Axe left. You've got to leave. Like, what's wronger? Them leaving, yes, even if that's wrong. You're right. That might be wrong. But you staying after they've left is 2 mistakes. Not just 1.
A soldier's fortune.
Why has he got a Lincoln's anyway?
I'm not entirely sure.
Is this purely for Necro-ult?
Yes?
It's Necro-ult
Yeah.
with bongos. He can dodge bongos. Lincoln's doesn't help against Slark, doesn't help against Clock, doesn't help against Axe.
I don't know why he has Lincoln.
It's the only actual spell it's legit blocking is Necro-ult. That's it. As if that's the only way he dies. Strange. They're gonna smoke here. They've pinged Kieran. They've seen him. They're coming straight for him. Kieran is going to get caught out and the game will be lost.
Yeah, the team isn't close enough to help him, really. But they haven't
Grip is
actually
available.
comboed this correctly. Oh, he's fucking away.
Oh, he's been glimpsed, but potentially to his save.
Oh.
He's been saved. The leash. BKBs, but there's an action. Comes Bommy B with a big call.
He fucked the grip.
He fucked the grip, but it doesn't matter. But they've all been caught in the disruptor roll. This is a
That's a
disaster.
huge disruptor
This is a
roll.
disaster.
That is
Radiant in big trouble.
possible
Hellboy going in on
rampage for
death.
Hellboy.
That's 4. He's on an
Never
ultra.
mind.
Who's
Oh, wait.
left? It's
Possible
Bommy B.
rampage.
Can he get the page? Can we get the second page of the night? Give it Hellboy. It's a page. Page number 2.
Wow. 2 in one night. We've been treated.
Yeah, I like that. It looked like everyone on his team was trying to steal it there as well.
Yes, they
No
were
one,
all
like, stopped
hitting him.
hitting.
He just got lucky. Kieran indeed didn't use his BKB when he got glimpsed. I think that would have been the time. Oh, it's my 6 second. Just use
He
it.
popped it afterwards. That
Yeah.
was weird. You're right.
Radiant structures are fortified.
It was a long glimpse.
But that is a stand for the lads. It's always reactionary rather than anticipatory. Like,
Well, the moment
knowing
you
he's
see
gonna
the
get
glimpse
glimpsed.
coming, he just presses
Yeah.
it. Like,
Oh, Hellboy's got a match in his backpack. Doesn't need
big
it.
call! Oh, this is
my
a
God,
dead
he's
man.
gonna
This
fucking-
is just like over and over and over and over. Fucking.
They got
everyone's
him.
Just
The
dying.
bongos might buy them some time
Oh,
here.
the
There goes
bongos.
Kieran. He's going to get one. Pucker's coming back with the phase shift. No, he's out. Bane with the TP out. Oh!
Oh, did he not see him?
Oh, I don't think he
Notches,
saw him.
Notches rifling for an MVP here. He's played very well on Bane.
I mean, it's either going to be Notch or Tommy T, depending on who wins.
Pretty much.
No, Ari, I don't think there's been 2 pages in one in-house. It's like there was one in the first game and one in the second. It's not. There haven't been 2 pages in this game, have there? Or do you mean in one evening of in-housery, aka
A singular
shit
in-house
Evening.
defined as 3 games in an evening on a
Oh no, Kieran.
What do Radiant do now that they're down 2
Throw.
buybacks? Do you think they're going to go aggressive, or do you think they're going to
They're
be
gonna throw.
cautious gamers?
Roche is up in about 5 seconds.
Tuesday? No, that's the main.
That's until Roche can spawn. right?
He is up.
Oh no, he is
Gentlemen.
up. Oh no,
Called
I'm
it.
stupid.
We are bad at dotes. You know, we're not TI casting actually. I don't want
Tommy
to
B has gone
Yeah,
in.
no, that's true.
Oh, the nightmare.
Tommy B in on top of the
The
Slardar.
nightmare with a nice save.
And
The
yes,
necro. Oh,
the
he's
nightmare
dead.
is not there in time.
He's dead for 2
Oh, he did.
minutes.
There was nightmare.
He'd already nightmared him.
Dire's middle tower
They can fight with the buyback on Le Clock, not on Le Slardar.
Oui,
there.
mais oui.
Les poissons.
Time to leave, time to leave, time to leave. Everyone leave, please. Why are you still there?
Oh!
Wow.
Oh!
BKB. Yes, Kieran.
Ready?
The BKB.
Just leave, lad. Stop clicking
no.
these fucking illusions.
No.
Oh, this is genuine agony. Just leave. Look, they're doing it.
Well, they got a tier 3. Unfortunately, they put a lot of damage to the melee racks that will probably heal up. But Roche is up. They bought back on Slardar.
But there's no
switching
Spectre
to
roll, there's no
buyback space.
Disruptor roll.
Indeed.
No
Now
puck
is the
roll.
time to Roche. Let's go. Where's Slark? Slark is coming.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
Get some vision up there, lads. They've got a ward watching. Bommy B's going to stand up here. He's going to go and take the shrine while the rest of them take Roche. Kieran, go and hit Roche. Kieran. Fucking idiots. What is wrong with these lads? Okay, they're going to kill Slaughter instead. There's a dieback on Slaughter if they get him. Here comes the donkey misses, but they get him anyway.
Oh my god. No, this is really an LVP game for
Roche, you
Salazar, to
don't
be
have
honest.
buybacks.
Roche, you fucking idiots. They're going to lose a melee racks unless someone goes back. Send back anyone, and the rest of you get Roche.
They're on it. They've sent back the
Necro's going
useless
back.
lad.
Good. Perfect. That's actually spot on. Well done. Hunter does nothing.
He speaketh the truth.
And they hated him. They hated Pyrian because he spoke the truth.
They hated Pyrian because he was a bald idiot.
Lies! They hated me because I spoke the truth. The special symbol you have to draw on the ground with your sandal is an egg. That's how you know you're a sub. Do you think Jesus ever had anyone walk up and tell him they had a tiny penis? That's how I know I'm not Jesus.
Maybe they thought his miracles could help out.
They were just asking for help. I have a
and
tiny
Jesus' 8th miracle will be to enlarge this man's penis.
They just
I've not been having a good time satisfying the wife recently. You know, I thought whilst you're in the area,
yes, my son.
whilst you're in town, I just thought I'd pop you a question. You know.
Saw what you did with a leper. Very impressive. Now, what's not very impressive is my penis. If you could assist me with a little bit of embiggening, I would be very grateful. These sentries have been placed at a similar kind of time. Love to see it.
Now, Kieran has an agency. He doesn't need to worry about le grip.
Le grip, ce n'est pas de problème. They keep. Don't. It's just a fucking illusion, lads. Please.
Look at all the buffs they're sticking on Kieran. Who's bought all these? Oh, Stobby, you're my favourite kind of on-plane player.
Ah, the crush!
Zalop is in. He wants this.
There's
the grip is used.
There's the dream coil. Where's the disruptor?
And
There
everything
it
else
is.
is used.
It's on a few. Ingo stop. Cancelling the grip. He's trying to stop. Zalapa down. He's dead. No buyback. They've also lost Hunter. Puck is trying to dish damage. He does nothing. They're just killing illusions at this point. Here comes the Puck again. No damage done. Absolutely nothing.
Oh, Hellboy's dead.
They're going to get Hellboy here. He's in big trouble. There's the break. He is
Oh,
still
can he
lead.
just get out?
No, he's dead for
He
a
is buyback.
hundo.
Still has buyback. There's no saves on Kieran anymore. So if they get on him, he cannot BKB or ulti or mini ulti.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
But it's hard to jump without the Slardar.
It is indeed. No dream coil. All they have is disruptor, bane, and fucking Puck with no damage. He has arcane blink, but this is not looking good. However, look at their base. Their base is infested. They are going to have to back to deal with this. They're going for the tier 4s
the
here.
Ancient's about to fall.
The Ancient is falling. This is what happened this morning.
The falling.
TP'd back in a panic to see exactly this scene. The call! On
Cole,
two!
there's a buyback from your boy.
He's brought back
What's
now.
he
They've
doing?
lost
He's not
2
doing
lanes.
anything.
He's
going for
haunting in.
He's going for Slack. But Slack has run away, and now his Headboy just walking
Stop
about.
flies away. The leash on the
clicking
axe.
creeps.
He's running it
What
at
is
max.
happening?
What
Do
is
something,
going
Hellboy.
on?
Click something.
Hunter's
Please.
left. Kieran and Deb are not there. Hellboy gets a kill on clock. They've got the axe. Can they kill the axe? He's looking for a big call. He catches 2. He's a tough nut
He is
to
so
crack.
tanky.
They
Stop
are
buyback.
gonna get him. They get him.
That's a dieback.
Kieran! Get the Kieran! Where are you going? What
Yeah,
the
BKB on
fuck?
Kieran.
Oh my...
well.
What? They get the glimpse off somehow. And the grip is there for 2 minutes.
When are their buybacks up?
What was Zalapa Blink stunning
Okay,
me?
their buybacks
Stunned
up
the
in short.
trees.
They'll be fine. They can buy back. They can buy back. No worries at all.
They
So
cannot buy
how
back.
long did it take for Axe to die, do you think, when he was there?
20
Was it
seconds. Easy.
20, 30 seconds. That entire time, Kieran was walking backwards and forwards with Deb outside the base. Right? He was outside base, was like, oh, I don't know if we should go and save him. And obviously, eventually, they decided to go and save him. He arrives exactly when Axe dies.
Yeah, bizarre. Absolutely bizarre.
So strange.
I mean, why isn't Bane helping? Hit the fucking creeps notch.
You should have seen Hellboy in that fight, just walking about
Lot
like
of
he was
walking
fucking
about.
looking at some fucking like an exhibit or something.
Ah, intriguing. Yes, from the 18th century, I believe.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Buyback's now back up for Slank and Axe.
It's now 59% in favor of the Dire. The buybacks. Roche is a thing in 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Whoa.
Bommy B.
Oh, you almost found him.
He's gone for the extra Battle Hunter DPS instead of the Call AoE. A mistake. So he has the Shard, which means that every time he counter Helixes, it's a stacking -20 attack damage bust for 6 seconds. So The reason it took them so long
Kind of strong.
The reason it took so long for them to kill him is because every time he counter helixes, they're fucking doing less
That's
and less
really
damage.
strong.
Yeah, it
Holy
is.
shit.
It's crazy good.
Kraken shell almost.
But even better than that, because it also works on if they try and attack anyone on your team. There's a smoke here. They're looking. This is ambitious. Hellboy's
Does
popped it.
underscore
There goes
Oh.
the crush. They only catch one. They're going to leave Bomby. He gets the call. The disruptor
What
is
is
only
happening?
used on Axe.
Where is
Hellboy's out of
Luke?
position. There's only Nightmare on the Hunter. The break going in on the fucking on Hellboy. He's in big trouble. But they snap the puck ult.
How did
Can
they get
Guthers
away from
live?
them?
Oh, the
How
call
did
just
they get
misses.
away? Oh my god, they're gonna get almost everyone away. Zalapa is down. He does have buyback. It's coming off cooldown, but he has not enough money.
The
The ook!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You didn't call that, Bommy B.
You even saw.
Oh my god, Seth almost dies to battle hunger. Just gets in base.
Hellboy's
They
gone
go for the
in!
throne.
My god, Hellboy's gone in! The Wish Doctor ult on absolutely nothing! Cancelled very quickly by Hellboy, he's getting on Stobby! Hunter's popped his BKB! Seth was looking for an angle, Kieran's hitting the throne! It's going down, can they do anything here? There's the glimpse on the axe! There's
Why
the
would you not use
Necro
that on
ult goes
Hellboy?
down! They're gonna get Hellboy here! The throne is on no health, it's down!
GG.
What a comeback!
What? What?
What a fucking game.
What?
What a comeback! Kieran went like 0-5 in the lane.
If TI was like this, everyone would have fucking turned off the stream.
Wow!
Gfin just resubbed for 1 month.
So, at minute 27, Kieran was 1-7-7.
Yeah,
Eagle
but he
Bing just
farmed.
resubbed for 8 months.
Then,
And
You already did.
Hellboy
What a
was
fucking
not
BKB.
just farming.
at the end of the game, he was 11-10-1. So, in less than 25 minutes, he got 11 kills. 10 kills. And was able to carry his team to victory.
So I would like to say that we all agreed that Bombington B was the clear MVP
Yeah.
for Team Radiant.
Yeah.
I would like to throw a possible LVP upon Zalapa.
Zalapa, I think it's a not a bad LVP.
Why
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
specifically Zalapa?
Actually, I
He
no,
has-
I wouldn't do LVP. I'd do Dis.
For not getting a
He has
BKB?
the wrong items,
Yeah.
and he played terrible.
It's
That is
it's,
how
it's
I
a
would
diss on
like to
from me.
present. It's a diss-on from Ashton, so what do you feel? Was it an LVP or a diss-on?
I think a diss-on. We can't
A diss-on
LVP
for Zalapa.
standard in-house gamery.
Alright, we'll you've got
I'm
away
gonna
with a
say
diss-on
diss.
for
I
this
know
one.
Bloodthirsty Plague is always looking for morsels to
Right,
munch
I would also-
on.
here's the list.
Not for on. Bane for honourable.
Wait, so we're saying
Bane for
Bane
honourable?
honourable.
Bane honourable. Act MVP.
Yeah.
Slardar.
I mean, do you
A
have to
disappointing
give an
diss on.
honourable to Kieran? I mean, he had a great comeback in this game. He did troll early game. I don't know if that hampers his chances.
I will
of
be
the
honest with you. He finished the he did what Hellboy didn't. Hellboy got 19 kills and lost the game. I don't know what he was doing in some of those fights, and his itemization froze. Like he just sort of he didn't have much. If you look at
The
his
team
items,
just wasn't really ganking much, and
if
that's
you look at his
sort of
items,
on-
he didn't
on
get Scotty.
Guthers.
He didn't get
He
Scotty
needed to
till
organise more
36
ganks.
minutes. 36 minutes. He had Ags, Falcon Blade Manta. That's not great for a guy who has 9 kills. I don't know what's going on there. I feel like he could have run away with it. And like you said, with the Slardar and the puck, they absolutely could have secured this game. He just needs to farm. I don't know what was going on. But his net worth was just not particularly impressive, given the start that he had. And yeah, an interesting game. A big old comeback. They got the kills, 45 kills for Dire. But they just couldn't handle the Axe and the Slark. They just couldn't handle it. I mean, their Necro mid did absolutely nothing, and they still won. That's pretty hype.
Yeah.
Greaves, Eternal Shroud, BKB, and still went 4, 10, and 11. altered several illusions, I'm fairly sure. But didn't matter.
An absolute non-factor. But we don't expect anything else.
Right, but the puck at least did something. Guthers was 12-3 and 22. I mean, I hated his item build. I thought it was super boring. The Lincoln's was a big misstep. I don't know what that was about at all. Why wouldn't you get a Witchblade? Super pog item. I mean, Deb is basically just dead.
There's so little damage in that build.
Yeah, but
there's so
few ways to lock him down. And then he gets a Lincoln's, which only prevents one spell. Actually, sorry, 3 spells. All right, I'll be honest with you. Spell number 1, Bongos, which you can dodge with Phase Shift because you can see them coming from a mile away. Necro Ult, fair. Battle Hunger, and Dunk. That's it. As far as I can tell, that is it. And the only time you really want to get Lincolns on puck is if there's some kind of instant disable like a Hex or something like that. Or if they've got a Hex or an Orchid or something like that, then I can understand you getting it. Because the puck gives you enough time to get a Q off, Phase Shift, and you can escape. But the puck Lincoln's here was absolutely... That is like nearly a 5... It's 4,600 gold on something that does essentially nothing in this game. That's a big problem. Bane went Yules, Glimmer, and Force. Super support. Notch did everything that he could. The Ags on Susceptible was not enough. It's a shame. But Kieran just farmed, got the right items, I think. It just took him a bit of time to get there, and in the end he fucking carried his team. Well done. We've got the other Kieran the Wise in this one. Flute Dude.
Ironic.
Clabs.
Flute Dude?
Yeah, Flute is back.
Flute Dude, oh my god.
He teased it this morning as if I was gonna my jaw was gonna drop that Flute was playing. He was like,
stop the clocks.
Might be seeing a Flute Dude return. And I was like, okay. And then he goes, check out Game 3 of the In-Houses, The Return of Flute Dude. I was like, yeah, I'm not as
Tickets
excited.
are available.
Not as excited as you think.
Adult £15 entry, child entry £5.
Cryptex says Blink is wasted gold as well as puck spells are all instant. The int Blink is wasted. I disagree. If you look at what it does, I mean, for a start, it's more int, which gives you more damage. But after you blink, it's the cooldown reduction is what really helps. So you can like blink, Dream Coil, Q, and then Waning Rift.
This is not very efficient.
Well, it's not.
Anything.
I mean, I wouldn't have rushed it. I definitely would have. I mean, this is what I get when I'm 6-slotted and I don't know what to get. It is fun, but I would have had like Octarine would have been better than Lincoln's because then at least you're pumping out more spells. I mean, I definitely wouldn't have rushed it. He wasn't Blink Dream Coiling either. No, exactly, he wasn't. But they weren't getting the jump. I don't know if vision was a big factor. Hey, Pyrian. Hey, brother, do you have any pictures of your feet on Discord or anything? Here we go. chuck a cheeky bear in this lad's way. Here we go. You can fuck off. Revolting.
Are your feet particularly nice?
They're just feet. It's a Maya's ult.
I've also got feet.
Everyone has sheep. Feet. I was just reading.
Oh my
God.
what have I tuned back into? I undeafen. You just said fuck off and then started talking about feet.
Look, but it's gotten to that point of the evening.
Yeah.
Just want to talk about feet.
Do you know what I'm sick of? People who are 30 telling me how old they are. That gets old real quick. Real fucking quick.
DD Megadoodoo, you're being requested to join a channel.
You are fucking ancient.
Good luck getting a stack ever again, Bean.
What does Bean say?
Kermit the Frog with a cold, you mean? Alright, played with him this morning. Lad's banned. Never playing with him again, he's on the list. Bean, your voice is so fucking generic that when I was playing with you lads this morning and you'd say, I've got so-and-so, I didn't know who the fuck was talking. You all sound like the exact same person.
Are you sure he's talking to you?
Yes!
I think he's talking to Action Dan.
I think he's talking to Action Dan. Being unbanned. I'm sure he's not talking to you, because Action Dan was talking about his voice.
Retract.
Just like, so up in arms, just about.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I don't think Action Dan does sound like Kermit the Frog, and I have been called Kermit the Frog
Natatrix
voice
just
a lot.
So
resubbed for 1
on
month.
behalf of Action Dan,
Yeah, that's
Justice
yeah.
for Action
You know
Dan.
what? You come after Dan, you come after me. That's it. Be in your band.
Their name is 3 AM, but the clock isn't. The band doesn't work, so we can't see that it's pointing at 3 AM. Great.
Yes, exactly. I need more people with very serious accents.
10 seconds
Yoso is a
remaining.
good one.
And even then, the hands aren't right.
5 seconds remaining.
A pity on a have a bee. That's perfect. I know exactly who's
Radiant
talking.
team ban.
Generic, vaguely middle class, Middle England accent. Could be anybody.
Yeah, you have your Gregorys
Yeah, you got.
and you have your Bobs.
Yeah, Bob
That's good.
has.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Like you and Plague, I know you guys well, so I know your voices.
10
Cinny,
seconds remaining.
like I know all these.
But there's
voices.
just a lot of lads who sound.
They sound the same. They all sound
just,
the same.
just a bit too similar. There's like Frogo and Joy, who that I know they're like IRL mates, so they actually probably grew up together, so they sound
Right.
very similar. And then there's just a collection, a coagulation of lads who just sound very
A
similar.
miasma
Yeah.
of accents.
These are some great crossword fucking words there.
Coagulation
Coagulation,
and
miasma.
PFlax just resubbed for 53 months.
Plague is
33.
on a crossword tip right now. Let
Yeah,
me tell you.
no.
Oh, I've started doing like they have the
10
mini daily
seconds
ones,
remaining.
which are only like sort of 9 or so clues or whatever.
Right.
5
And I do
seconds
them
remaining.
every day, and my friend and I send our times to each other because we're competitive as fuck. And she is crushing me on every single day so far, and I'm just training
Radiant
crosswords to try and
team
beat her
pick.
now. It was Titan who called Jack Poundland me, yeah. Which I don't think Jack sounds much like me at all.
No,
but...
he really doesn't.
10
But Titan,
seconds
you know,
remaining.
he's from
The
Somewhere.
valleys.
the Welsh valleys,
5
so
seconds remaining.
can't you know, we're all the same to him.
Can you guys hear the fox in my garden?
No.
Nope.
Going.
I presume it's something like.
Exactly right.
I almost called like the police one day because I was like, "Fuck me, someone's dying out there."
Yeah.
It's just a fox. Yeah, I had one
It's
last
just
night.
So bad.
Dire team.
Because you like wake up at 4 AM to desperate screaming, stumble to the window to see what's going on. It's just a fox lying in the road, just howling at nothing.
Mrs. F was bitten by a fox. This is about.
Oh, I just heard.
Yeah, there you go. About 3 years.
It sounded like a
10
banshee.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
Let's see if I can get an eyeball on him.
5 seconds remaining.
No, he had the window open now. He's fucked off. So, she got bitten by a fox. She was on her way to work, and there was a fox in the road. And it sort of looked at her,
Dire
and she
team
sort of
pick.
paid it no mind and carried on walking. It just walked over to her, and she was like, "What's this about?" And he just went "Arr!" and bit her on the back of the leg, like on the calf, the back of her calf. And she came home. She was crying like a big baby. But to be fair, she had fucking teeth marks, like had punctured the skin in her leg where this fucking thing had bitten her.
Jesus.
10 seconds
And
remaining.
we took her to the doctors, and they were like, "No, you don't need a tetanus shot, believe it or not." They
5
just disinfected
seconds
it and
remaining.
bandaged it, and she was fine. And the other day, my daughter was coming home from school, and a fox was following her, and she immediately remembered that Mrs. F had been bitten by a fox, and just fucking legged it down the road to get home.
The foxes of your neighborhood just terrorizing
In London, fox,
everyone.
they don't fuck about. I'm telling you.
Mine are just sort of like chilling. They get on with their own business.
Oh, up the cherries. We fucking won again. Take that, Stoke. We can win at Stoke on a wet Tuesday night.
You're officially becoming a yo-yo club.
I mean, we're top of the table. We are top. We are top of the league. So we are top of the league. We are top of the league. Void Spirit. I know you're looking forward to this one, Ashwin.
I am.
Well said, Zaphorath. I'm is an island. No rabies. That sounds like a haiku.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, we don't have rabies
5
here.
seconds
It's very,
remaining.
very rare. we got rid of it. It was you can read about it. I read quite an interesting article about why there's no rabies in the UK. In fact, I also think I saw a Tom Scott video about it. And there was a massive fear about rabies over here in the Victorian times. And there was, I think, quite a few animals were killed as a result of it. And
10 seconds
now,
remaining.
like, you know, you're not allowed to bring animals in, and they check them and all that kind of stuff.
Shot 1, he just
It is
resubbed
terrible.
for 40
Rabies is
months.
awful.
39 months of
Yeah.
prime for the egg boy.
It is treatable if you catch it, if you get it early. You get hold of it early.
Yeah.
I think. But like again, if you leave it for a little bit too long, you're done.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Done. The hydrophobia is pretty terrifying.
Dire team back.
Let's read the rabies. Wikipedia. A viral disease that causes inflammation of the brain. And there's a picture of, it just says, a man with rabies, 1958. Fucking hell, poor lad. 56,000 people die every year from rabies. 56,000!
5 seconds.
Yeah, if you
remaining.
start showing the symptoms, you're probably dead.
Prognosis. Vaccination after exposure. PEP is highly successful in preventing rabies. In unvaccinated humans, rabies is almost always fatal after neurological symptoms have developed. Either no or very few cases of rabies are reported each year in Europe. Cases are contracted both during travel and in Europe. In Switzerland, the disease is virtually eliminated after scientists placed chicken heads laced with live attenuated vaccine in the Swiss Alps. The foxes of Switzerland, proven to be the main source of rabies, ate the chicken heads and immunized themselves. Italy, after being declared rabies-free from 1970 to 2008, has witnessed a re-emergence of the disease in wild animals in the Triveneto regions. Then that's the Trentino, Alto Adige, Südtirol, Veneto, and Friuli, Venezia Giulia, due to the spreading of an epidemic in the Balkans that also affected Austria. An extensive wild animal vaccination campaign eliminated the virus from Italy again, and it regained the rabies-free country status in 2013, the last reported case being in a red fox in early 2011. The United Kingdom has been free of rabies since the early 20th century, except for a rabies-like virus in a few Daubenton's bats. There has been one fatal case of transmission to a human. There have been 4 deaths from rabies transmitted abroad by dog bites since 2000. The last infection in the UK occurred almost 100 years ago in 1922.
Wow.
And the last death from indigenous rabies was in 1902. Unlike many of the other countries of Europe, it is protected by being an island and by strict quarantine procedures. Fucking A. Do you know what? Something we did right. Eliminating rabies. Well done, us. Podge!
Oh, it's the butcher. Dave's dickheads.
Yes!
Block.
Is that like their bowling team name?
Dave's dickheads.
Radiant team pick.
So Louis says, damn, strict quarantine procedures. What happened to those? Exactly. Mars. Huh.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
The last recorded instance of rabies-incited mania was in 2020, when a young Englishman made the tragic mistake of picking Stroke of Fate in ability draft.
Alright, a few things wrong with that, Eri. It was definitely not in 2020. Adam is not English, I believe he's Scottish.
He's Scottish.
Yeah.
So your copy pasta
what's wrong
is
about
reduced
that?
to the bin, where it belongs.
Adam! You're such a fucking villain,
Seconds
mate.
remaining.
Fucking villain.
I think I abandoned.
You did, yeah.
Doesn't sound like me.
You were just like, oh, I can't be bothered to play.
To be fair, I didn't really want to play ability draft. I fucking hate it.
Void Spirit, Bane, Punch. Those are 3 of the most meta heroes in the game. Don't at me. One of those heroes definitely doesn't not fit in there.
10 seconds
Wow.
remaining.
Fuck Nestle.
5
Can I just
seconds
get on the
remaining.
fuck Nestle bandwagon? Fuck Nestle.
What have they done?
Well, I know Mrs. F doesn't buy Nestle products because she watched a documentary a while ago about how they push.
Dire team ban.
This is according to the documentary. They push, which I don't know if it's been discredited or whatever, but that they push their Nestle's replacement milk, like their milk powder, to developing countries, and they tell people, "Oh, this is much better than milk." But of course, those countries are
10
making it
seconds remaining.
with bad water. So it's like
5
if you're
seconds
using
ban.
bad water to make baby milk, that's really bad. And they do that a lot in Africa and other
Dire
developing
team
countries.
ban.
That's a big problem. So here is the CEO of Nestle complaining about, in his words, extremist non-government organizations who bang on about water being a human right. So he says that water being a human right, a public right, is an extremist view. That means that as a human being, you should have a right
10
to water.
seconds remaining.
This is an extreme solution. And the other view is that water is a foodstuff like
5
any other,
seconds remaining. Radiant team
and like any other foodstuff, it should have a market value, is his point of view. So I think the biggest concern I have with that is, how long before someone decides that they should privatize air? Like, these are things that you don't just buy water because you like
10
it.
seconds remaining.
People have to have water or they die. Like, you
5
die.
seconds remaining.
It's the same with air. It's like saying, for water and air, they should be privately owned because there's money to be made. Fuck off. Like, you can't privatize things that people need to live. It's ridiculous. Insane. Absolutely insane. So fuck Nestle. I'm dead. They're dead to me. You hear me, Nestle?
Dire team pick.
God, I hope they don't make Magnus. If they've got anything to do with Magnus.
Viper? This is such a weird team.
It's sort of speaking of that kind of immunity sort of thing. I just got my dad forwarded me an email today saying that we've just been the gas company we were using,
10
Pure
seconds
Planets,
Right.
has just gone into administration, so we've just been moved to Dell.
5
And you
seconds
don't get a choice in
remaining.
that. You just get sent an email saying you're now with this other company.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Strange to think about.
I mean, it's mad because power and energy are another thing that people need. Like, we need electricity and we need gas. And if you privatize them, which, we did some time ago, it should open it up to competition. But the problem, I think, is the same that the railways have, which is that the costs just keep going up. Because if you have something privatized and you think that's going to save money, the problem is it doesn't, because you now have an additional layer of cost that you're adding on top, which is profit. These companies need to make a profit or they go bust. So the idea that they're going to compete and that these are going to drive prices down, in some cases works, but in some cases it doesn't. I think when it comes to something you have to have, like water, you have geographical limits. So I'm on Thames Water regardless. So regardless of how fucking shit they are, believe me, they're fucking shit, I still have to pay them or I don't get water.
Yeah.
That's a problem. Like, if there is an actual hard limit on my supply of this thing, how can you privatize it and say it's good for competition and the marketplace and it encourages companies to do better? Because it doesn't. Because Thames Water had the choice of making a mess at Heathrow and pissing off Heathrow, or flooding the river near me. This is about 8 years ago, and they flooded the river and they killed it. It was grey. It looked like the end of washing up when you finished in a washing up bowl at university. It's like brown grey water full of bits. That was what the river looked like. And it was like that for about a year, and they killed everything. Everything in it died. Everything along it died. So the idea that I could just go to another supplier doesn't exist, because Thames Water own the pipes and everything in this area. I don't have a choice. So in whose benefit is it? Like, mobile phones, I'm fucking with you. I love the fact that I can switch my supplier if they fuck up. Brilliant. But they're not geographically limited. Water is. Anyway, enough politics. Storming Eagle on his classic, well, I'm going to say his second classic. He's on Jug. Please, lads, cast your spells.
Yeah.
The True Eagle classic is, of course, Void. Faceless
Faceless
Void.
Oh
You hear how much that line peaks? I love it. Just the mic is just peaking the whole time.
I wonder how loud the original clip was. How much they had to turn it down.
He was. I really thought his line would be more successful, but it wasn't. That was the line that made it a TI.
Yeah, no, you've got to be.
Well, it's universal across all languages, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't need to fucking. Well, to be fair, we also use a lot of like lines we don't understand because we think the sounds are funny. It's strange when you think about it.
Yeah.
But we only use because we think it's a stupid noise.
I mean, I told Effie that I hate her line.
30
It was a little
seconds
bit
to
mean, but I said I fucking hate it. Like, it drives me up the wall. If I hear someone using it, I mute them. Luckily, she thought it was funny.
Well, she's made about 100 million from it today. Well played, really.
100.
Yeah, no, it's a good business decision.
It was very smart. You know what fucking pissed me off? Was the gotcha threads where people like, did you hear that? That was Effie, and that's clearly not her real voice. She had to put up with that.
Oh, that was so
for
funny.
the whole of TI, she had to put up with people claiming that she is pretending to have a very soft voice. That is her voice. Like, believe me, I am a deaf old man. There were multiple times when we were out, like, we would be having a drink in the lobby of the hotel or whatever. Not just me and Effie. Let's just cut that rumour off. A whole bunch of us. I'd be chatting to Effie, and I would be like, can you say that again? Because my hearing is not great, because I'm old as fuck, and it's a busy room. She just has a very soft voice. Like, it was clearly Sumi, and they're like, it's like these fucking incels. It's like, you know, I like her voice, so it must be a trick. That's the only thing I could think that they're thinking. It's a feminine trick!
Makes them feel all tingly, so it scares them.
Fucking females.
These females are trying to con me. Marlene, stop putting on that voice. You're not impressing Del Boy or anyone else. You know what, Ashwin? I love the fact that I can make only Fools and Horses impressions, and you like them. You're like,
I love Only Fools and Horses.
Right,
I've watched all the episodes a lot.
it's just so funny.
Well, I mean, Boyce is just a hilarious character as well.
It's just so funny. Like, I would never have expected
What
it.
is happening in the mid lane?
Zoe is going for it against Clabs here, and this is going to be first blood. Oh!
Oh, it's so worth. So
Fucking
worth.
gamer.
I mean, level 1 poison
Definitely
sting, not very good. Not poison sting, poison attack. There is going to be a time when the Only Fools and Horses references are just going to die out. Like Simpsons references, presumably.
No, never. No. Never, never, never. It's too good.
Family Guy cutaway gags. They're immortal.
You know, Ted, I saw a post the other day where it was like a screen cap from some episode of The Simpsons, and someone in the comments asked, "What is this from?"
Are you serious?
So it's already started. It's already begun.
I mean, if The Simpsons dies a death in its current incarnation, I'm happy. But if classic era Simpsons falls by the wayside, I'm going to be very sad. Me and Mrs. F quote it all the time. For example, don't worry, it's just a name.
What is happening in the mid lane?
No,
I thought you said
gracious
Montreal was
feeling.
just a name. What he meant was it's actually a peninsula.
This is a fucking mess in the mid lane.
That was a fucking feed. That was a straight up feed.
But someone in chat just said Slacks also has a soft voice, and
Slacks?
I was, he's obviously joking, but like, you know, the All-Star games, and he ended each segment just by screaming.
Yeah.
That genuinely made me fucking angry, because that really like blew my headphones out.
Right.
Him just screaming at the top of his lungs into a microphone.
Yeah, he's a bellend.
I was like, what the fuck was that?
He wants to fuck with you.
In that All-Star game, though, when he asked, when he went to BSJ after the end of the game, he was like, "What do you think, Brian?" And then a second later, no one fucking cares.
When he started that interview segment, he went, "And now to talk to some gamers who are emotionally unable to cope with loss."
He went hard in some of those.
I fucking loved it. Oh, I've just been watching mid. What's happening in these seasons? Well, I need to keep watching.
Oh
mid.
my
Look at
god,
this
Zoe,
again.
no!
Aggie Gamer.
Oh my god.
I don't think Zoe's played this hero before.
No, I don't think so either. I think,
Ooh.
you know, you get lucky and you get a first blood and you're like, I'm the shit. And you try and do things that are
And then you turn around and it's just I am shit. I made a
I am
typo.
shit, yeah. Okay, what's happening? What's happening in top lane, for example? Bean is crushing Daniel the Wise.
Oh my god, I think Zoe might be feeding again. Yeah, that's a feed.
Yep.
Feed.
Well, there's got to be a word for like words that can be used as both positive or negative, like sick.
Sick. Yeah, but if I said that was sick, it would only be positive, really.
Yeah, I suppose.
Unless you're directing a finger towards vomit.
I mean, but you could, as in sick, as in like you know, I don't know, you know what I mean.
He's so
Yeah,
sick.
yeah, but there's no way to say a
disgusting.
sentence that
Like-
both means that you use the same words in the same order that could be misread as both, right?
Watching Eagle miss these last hits is
Dire's
just soul
turret
destroying.
has been killed.
Oh my god.
You're right, it's painful. He should get these. These are easy.
got
Just
one.
3 hits and click.
Zoe's really struggling.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is kind of pog. I don't know what Clav's just AFK.
Yeah, get out of there, Zoe.
This mid lane is fucking wild.
This is
Yeah,
wild.
I think Zoe is a much better player than Clavs, but just got a bad matchup. Clavs is playing like a fucking clown at the moment. He should be crushing this lane, just standing like on the high ground.
Last time those two matched up, it was the Batrider versus Pugna matchup.
Yeah, and that was demolishing.
That was
demolishing.
bad. So I think Zoe has had 2 games, like 2 in-house games in a row against Clavs where she just has the worst fucking matchup.
Just watching Bean miss these last hits is honestly fucking soul destroying. It's every time.
He's got 22
I'm not
losses, so
fluent with the
I wonder
arrow.
what everyone else is doing if Bean is terrible at lasting. and
It's
he's
just,
second
it's just,
top.
it's like he hits them when there's so much.
Okay, get this one.
It's like that. It's like that every time.
Oh dear.
Oh, the
Okay.
hook to nothing.
Oh, I got that one. There's a Clavs going top. They want to slay.
This is one of the most terrifying hero rude combinations in the game, isn't it? Batrider, sorry, Viper Haste.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
it does.
Clavs is coming.
It's gonna die.
Green Snake. Well, they've already killed the Drow.
Well done, Clavs.
David's
Dave
just like,
just takes
fuck
it.
Yeah, good work.
My poison.
Bean's a clown, but I love Bean. He's a lad. He's a lad. The fox is now singing. Makes a change from. "Ah! Ah!" I wonder if Evil Teddy's going to do anything this game. I'm going to say no.
Didn't hit one good hook
Oh, please.
and
Good.
one, you know, at least he has to time it for the creep dying, you know? But I will say it has resulted in no.
Oh, no, arrow! It's off the mark. Oh, we got meteor hammer bars.
We do.
You know, this is I created this meta.
Did you?
Yeah, in a game a while ago. The lads were not impressed. Miles especially was very sour about the game.
Miles is never happy. Have you ever heard him happy?
No.
Have you ever heard
I
Miles say, that was brilliant, what a pog play?
When he ruined all of our fun in Divinity, he was really happy then. I reckon he enjoyed that.
He's just a dour lad. A dour English lad.
Are we just in the mood for calling everyone who isn't English now?
Yeah.
Oh, where's Miles from?
Wales.
Whatever.
Whatever. Nice arrow from Fluke.
I'm watching Zoe get owned mid. Oh, she's going in.
Oh, that's
Oh, unlucky.
always so aggressive.
Doesn't sound very Welsh.
No, but he's from Swansea.
Dire's middle tower
Swansea.
is under attack.
Apologies, Miles, for being from Swansea and for me getting that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I've got Swansea on Geoguesses sometimes, and fuck me.
Mate, just
me.
farm with the meteor hammer, please.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's actually. It's depressing how he's like the second highest CS in this game. He's just
That's why. He has a farming spell.
Oh, he's getting there. He's warmed up.
Oh,
Prize is mine.
so many last hits. Look at Eagle though. 41 last hits.
It is
That's a new record
incredible
for the
though
in-house.
how many the lads miss that are like just absolute gimmies. Oh, Bean player, where Bane?
Here comes the hook. Oh, lands. Oh, the arrow.
Dorsey doesn't have mana for Ravage. You melt.
You gotta spin
Oh,
it too.
nice
He's gonna kill
pullback.
Dorsey.
Zoe does not have. She does similar.
Oh, the hook!
Oh, evil Teddy.
Oh, no, Dorsey!
No, Dorsey!
You maniac!
Oh, sick charges.
What?
Pugnacious
What?
Z has a zip up. That was not the spell usage that we wanted. Evil Teddy
Incredible.
almost saving a huge save there.
Oh. Well, the in-houses are delivered this week, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
2 for 2 rampages. So who's the? I guess we need Eagle to rampage this game.
I reckon it will be a bean page somehow.
A bean page. That'd be astonishing.
Somehow.
5-man meteor hammer.
There you go. He's not using the meteor hammer to farm. That's pretty much what I use it for. Because it's so efficient. Like, you just dump it and you get a whole creep wave out of it. Like, meme hammer, bosh. With your fucking shield thing. God's rebuke. Great name for a spell, by the way. Clavs has taken mid. Zoe, I think you need some help here to take Clavs. I think you're gonna die again. Here comes Ty.
Oh, the arrow as well. Yeah, and I think your boy Green Fuck is also dead.
That is a DD on Viper and all.
Green fuck.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
silence.
nice silence. I think Clavs does
Which
need to
hero
learn.
with green fuck out of interest?
Tide.
Tide, alright.
I think Clavs needs to learn to move and click at the same time because he looks very much like a bot when he clicks because he's just standing still. Oh, and
There you go. Le
they catch
Grip.
out Le Bean.
Le bean sont morts avec le creep.
What's the French word for bean?
Le bean.
Le Bean. Le Bean.
Anyone speak French? What's French for bean? What's French for
isn't-
goon?
If it isn't
Oh,
the
shit, I think it's just haricot. Haricot.
L'haricot.
Haricot.
So
Because they have haricot vert and haricot blanc.
I'm hoping that we can get a Rust server going again for Christmas, the same way we did last year. And I'll try and get me, Wilson, a Spiff again, and play through another game with the lads because it was so much fucking fun last time. I actually got quite emotional at the end there because of all the lads putting in their spare time, and it was magic.
goes-
It really was
There
magic.
goes Laricot
It was so funny.
with the spear. Now Le Meteor Hammer. It didn't even land in time.
Arrow. I mean, get Slacks back as Dr. Whipples. All that kind of stuff. Like, it was just so fucking funny. And, I mean, Spiff and Wilsonator said to me, I think he actually said maybe on the stream, he had no idea that you could do this kind of stuff in Rust. Like, that lad has played a lot of Rust. More than anyone I know. And he said that he'd never seen anything like what the lads did with it. Because no one's ever done that before. No one has ever done that before. Has done a stream where somebody builds an entire world in Rust and other people play through it. I generally don't think that's ever been done. There's the eat from Evil
Oh,
Teddy.
shit.
The Ravage.
Arrow!
The hook. Eagle gets his ult off, but it's going to bounce to some creeps. He's going to live. Eagle going to live.
Turn, Eagle.
Le spin. Latos. Luke!
Luke!
We're gonna miss.
Our word for hook is Luke.
Luke!
Luke!
I'll take that.
I just hope the lads do it if they've got the chance. Luke!
Oh, miss again.
And Zoe getting caused on.
Le speed! Le other speed! Le eat! Le mange!
Jesus!
Much speed!
Oh my god! Alright, let's not try and gank Viper. Also, Dave, you fucking had grip that whole time! What is going on? Right, I have a list growing in my head. Dave is on that list. Just standing there watching his mid die to Viper.
Surprised Dave was not on the list already.
I mean, I'll play with anyone if it's morning games and I'm desperate for gears. Arrow? No.
Here comes Luke. He's sidling over.
He might be able to catch Flute here. He's very low.
Here he
mana.
comes!
Here comes
Here we go.
Luke!
Oh, Luke!
Landed! One more jump, Flute. You have one
Nice.
more jump,
Oh,
buddy.
the Marzo is big!
Oh, here comes the speed again. Oh, look at him.
Teddy just walking into the edge of the arena. Nice nightmare. Dorsey might be
Oh.
alright here. Anchor smash is nothing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, nice
Oh.
catch, Zoe!
Nice.
Bah oui.
Levine!
Oh!
Le spear!
Bah non!
Daniel, help your team!
Oh, le creep!
Le grip! They're gripping Bean. I mean, they're not gripping
Oh.
Bean. They were gripping Viper and no one was hitting him.
This is looking rough.
20-5.
Here comes Levine.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Larico.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So I left TI early
Dire's
because
bottom
I have a
tower
holiday
is
this weekend. We're going away for a week. First holiday, obviously, like a lot of people, as COVID starts to unwind a little bit in terms of restrictions and people get vaccinated. There's a chance to actually have a fucking holiday. And Mrs. F loves a holiday. We haven't had one abroad, somewhere sunny, with a pool in like 2 years. Not complaining, it's been that way for everybody, but
Dire's
we've got one
top
lined up. I
tower
don't want to
is
miss
under
it
attack.
because I got COVID on the last day of TI and had to spend 10 fucking days in Romania. So it was a choice between leaving because I honestly thought with everyone being double vaxxed and everything we'd be alright. It's a bit of confidence on my part. I should have probably thought, you know, it's probably not going to be alright. It's COVID, isn't it? So I just said, look, I'm not being funny, but it's just not worth the risk. I'd like to go. And they let me go.
Dire's top tower.
What lads? Oh, here they go, not Eagle. Oh, and the Ravage
they
is completely
fucked
whipped.
absolutely everything.
Oh, but this is a disaster.
Silence, but
These
not
lads
enough.
should not be playing notes. I'm saying it right now.
Oh, Mask of Madness, Drow. What is that? Alright.
The arrow!
There are a few things wrong with that.
Flute is carrying.
If you want to buy into conspiracy theory, of course, Flax, the conniving mastermind that he is, left early to farm the post-TI viewers before the other streamers get back.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom
What's that?
tower is under attack.
Oh, that I was trying to...
Conspiracy theory, yeah.
And, but then
Reaping the rewards.
But then player 3 entered the scene, Sips underscore
Yes,
to
yeah.
farm all the other viewers.
Furious about that. Still furious.
Your strat has been foiled.
How do you know Frankie's had a test? Frankie's got symptoms? Really?
Dire's middle
Was on her
tower
Twitter.
has fallen.
I didn't see that. I mean, bear in mind, we were tested. We had rapid tests every single day at TI. On arrival, we had to be double vaxxed.
Oh, the eat. Is there going to be a Le Grip?
No.
There's going to be a Le Run.
Oh, the lich ult.
Oh my god.
Why does Dorsey just anchor smash randomly?
Feel death's cold
So,
embrace.
that sucks if she's got it. Frankie did stay for the duration. She's a fucking trooper. But, so, we're wearing masks. We got PCR. So, we all had to be double vaxxed. And to travel to Romania, you need to have a PCR test within the last 48 hours. All of it. So I was like, we're going to get tested every day. We're going to be wearing masks when nobody's going to be going out in public. This is a pretty good chance of not getting it. Still, people got it. It's just that fucking bad. Like, it's fucking COVID, guys. It's someone near you isn't wearing a mask. A cab driver or someone comes into the hotel and then puts their mask on. It's as simple as that. And I just thought this is too big a risk. And honestly, before we went out, bear in mind, Romania did not have anywhere near as bad a situation as it was when we started TI. It was like it suddenly turned into an absolute shit show. So I think I made the right choice. I'm happy with it. I mean, I don't have COVID.
Yeah. I can't find anything on her Twitter saying she's got COVID.
No, I can't see that either. But
so maybe it's
I did not get COVID again precisely because I fucking left. The last couple of days I just spent in my hotel. I isolated. I just thought, look, I don't want to fucking be stuck here for 10 days. So I fucking left. I didn't think I had a choice. It was either, I mean, if I hadn't had anything planned or I didn't have a family, I would have chanced it. But I can't, in all good conscience, say to my wife and kids, sorry the holiday's cancelled. I had to do 2 days of a video game tournament. Like, that's just, it seems selfish to me. This game is over, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, the other games, we said this and it cursed it, but I don't think that's humanly possible in this one.
I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of players stuck out there. It's bad.
I think you're saying some of the Philippines teams can't travel back because their flights were booked for the 18th or whatever, and the country closed down to travel to Romania on the 16th.
There's the Ravage on not a whole lot. The hook comes in. They're going to pick off the Lich. It's a huge kill.
Oh my god. Wow.
Le Grip.
This is over. Go ahead and call it. I think that there was a massive problem with the players that they picked to counter these lads, or was it the picks? I can't tell.
I think they picked a really meta draft. They just don't. They had nothing for the Viper really, I guess.
The only thing that stands out is objectively wrong on their team is Pudge.
Yeah, the Pudge.
And maybe Drow, because Drow is a pretty garbage hero. But apart from that, it's as strong as you can get in this meta. It's like 3 of the strongest heroes.
I mean, we have seen Drow do well in these in-houses before. I just honestly think that everybody farmed on the Radiant team. Everybody farmed better than everybody on the fucking Dire team, which doesn't help.
You know what Dave is talking about?
What did Dave say?
GG to the tryhard. Dave, you're out of the stack, mate.
Dave,
that's an LVP to Dave.
Yeah, LVP Dave. You literally picked 3 of the most meta heroes. Like, what are you complaining about? They didn't try hard. You guys just fucking sucked ass. That was the issue that you had. You sucked ass. I mean, look at that. 07, 06, 08, 05. I mean, Evil Teddy did nothing. Dorsey did nothing. Daniel did nothing. Dave did nothing. Zoe did something combined with nothing, which equals out. Bean farmed well, won his lane. Kieran did Lich things with the Lich ult, which is throw them at goons so they don't know what to do. Flute didn't do much. Clavs crushed. Stormingle didn't die. He just did easy things. It was a fucking straight dub for 3 a.m. victory. MVP? It's got to be Clavs, surely. I mean, 17-3.
Yeah, no, he was 17-3, yeah.
Yeah,
that is fair.
Easy and an easy LVP as
LVP
well.
Dave for whining. No,
he also played shit. And
he played like shit.
In combination with the doggy do plays.
I don't understand. He had grip up and just didn't grip.
To the old man, still streaming.
Thank you very much for the tip. I feel like Dave is standing there staring at a Viper killing his mid, and he just doesn't think to use grip.
Zoe actually was the only person who got any kills.
Yeah, her whole team, 4 of them had 0. Can we have LVP Dave, Dishonorable Eddie, Dishonorable Dorsey, Dishonorable Daniel for getting 0 kills?
I think the balance
channel me, dude. Do not.
I think the balancing was off, so...
Must have been. Let's just do
As
LVP
Eri says,
Dave
though-
for being salty.
The best player on Dire played position 4 punch, so what can he do?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I feel like this is balanced, but then, yeah. Oh well.
Well,
GGs.
that concludes this week's INHOUSES. Lads, thank you for casting those with me. Appreciate it. It's good to be back. That was the first in 2 weeks that I've done, and I did miss it. I missed it an awful lot. I love it so much.
Getting Alwian Jenkins in to replace us then?
Not
Scheduled
replace.
that?
They asked, and I think it would be funny. I know the goons would love
I
to
think
see
it
them.
would be so funny. I mean,
casted.
Blitz and Cap was everyone like
great.
a lot of people's absolute favourite. Yeah.
I love casting with you lads. So I think it would be nice to do it for once, but I would never replace you guys on the regular.
Oh.
Ever. I don't care if Alwi and Jenkins say you want to do this every week. I'm going to say, I'm sorry lads, I have a casting trio. It's me, Plague and Ashwin. We know the meta. We know the players. Thanks for your time, but, thanks for stopping by. You're just guests here. You don't live here. Lads, I'll see you next time.
Go on.
Go on.
Outside.
All right. See you later. Peace. Chaps and lasses, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace out.